To the adventures of the Red Dane Guild. Last we left off, you adventurers, after returning to Berwick and breaking news of Bu's departure to everyone, you had some talks with Vissa, tried to help her to come to terms with all of this. You then spoke to Brecken at length of what he had learned in the interim time when you had been adventuring. You learned from Brecken of the third surviving Aesid, the one called Rengalioth. Via the journal of the ancient Seeker Lord Liron Fenyor, from whose tomb you retrieved your helm, Orth, the journal told of Rengalioth's past, how he fought alongside the Pilgrim and Keleon at the Battle of the World Tree, attempting to destroy it. But his mind was broken in the battle, and he spent millennia piecing it back together. And when he finally did, he became the one who brought the Seekers of his time together to seek the shards, and try to finish what they had started at the World Tree. The Pilgrim, however, was not, and still is not, aware that Rengalioth is alive. You then attended the long-awaited sale of the Wyvern egg to the buyer from Blackrock, who purchased it for a hefty price. You returned to the beautifully repaired Larkspur and met with the crew, and after some deliberation, you decided on the Triumvirate as your new destination. With your goal in mind, you once again took to the sea, heading east following the coast of Caswin. A day later, you came upon a burning hall on a cliff, and there met Absolith Dolona, a paladin who serves as Aegis of the shields of the lake. You accompanied her back to the destroyed hall, defeated the remaining enemies, and searched the ruins, finding there the book and shield she was looking for. And again, now you find yourselves on the open sea.
Not finding.
What do you do?
Her armor. The big holy sword for any of her friends.
Finding much ruin in the process, unfortunately. So there you are. It is the morning of the next day after Absolith joins you. At the dawn of this day, it is snowy slightly. It's quiet. There's a hush all around as the Larkspur cuts through the water.
What? As he's going through the things, I'm remembering the things that we did last time, and I'm laughing at the save the world. At least I think I can pencil that in.
I think I can pencil that in. So it's.
I'm glad that I can say stupid things that make you nerds laugh.
Yep, you always have been able to. And there you all are. What do you do?
You said it was morning?
It is morning now. Snow falls gently through the cold morning air onto the deck of the Larkspur.
I'm going to go up on deck and find a wall to stand up against and look out intensely across the sea.
All right, you head up to the gunwale. Stand there, just look out at the sea. Make a perception check.
I don't know any cantrips.
Are you supposed to?
Most paladins don't. There's a couple of domains that, or oaths that do, but I'm not yours. 12.
I'm just like, I don't have any cantrips. That's interesting. Oh, but I don't.
You had been.
I've been no other people on. So.
You witnessed some a pod of some sort of sea creature diving up and down far in the distance, too far to tell exactly what it is. And but you do hear their splash and a sort of cry. It's high pitched, maybe a dolphin, but it's very hushed and silent with the snowfall all about.
Okay.
I'll go see if Drusilla needs anything or whatever. See if I can be helpful.
Okay. You find your son.
Huh?
said, helpful.
Yeah, she's trying to pull her way around here. You find your son. She's like, good morning, Merwin.
Morning, Jasona.
What's up with you?
Do you need any help today doing anything?
Why don't you help Eckerd with a couple of things? I think he's needing some extra hands.
Okay. I will go find Eckerd.
Absolute would have already been poking around to help.
You find Eckerd back near the kitchens. Good morning, Merwin.
Morning.
What you up to today?
Jasona told me you need some extra hands.
Oh yeah, why don't you help me haul a couple of barrels, breads and such up from the hold up here.
I can do that.
Alright, come on with me.
So you guys head down to the hold. Get a couple of barrels. Bring them up. There's some apples in one, breads in another. And you assist him throughout the morning. Absolutely. What were you doing?
Whoever pointed me in a direction to work, I would be working.
You found just Drasana as well. She requested you to help a little bit with the rigging, up in and about securing a few lines throughout the morning.
I have no idea what to do. I was not Russian. What to do, but I will do best.
Oh, you've never worked on a ship before.
Yeah.
Well, come on with me, and I'll show you. I'll show you the ropes. Literally, because it's ropes.
That was a good joke.
Thank you. So you climb with Drasana into the rigging, up to the masts, even up to the crow's nest, where you see this thin kind of this elfin man looking at you. Hello.
Kind of like up on the crow's nest.
And there is Alsum, who you haven't seen before, who rarely comes down.
He's small man up here. Dressona. Is this your own small man?
I mean, sort of. He's just sitting there, like with his lute and a spyglass at his side. I sort of live up here. I'm on the lookout primarily. Who are you? Who are you? Nice to meet you. Who are you?
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
I am Ipsily.
Hello, actually.
I will be on ship for a while.
Oh, good.
I am just learning the ropes.
Always good to have more hands into the ropes. Are you traveling with the others then?
I am on ship for a while. Unsure how long. Hopefully, not a long time, but am here for whatever is needed.
Okay. Oh, good, good. I'm still mourning the loss of my friend Biu.
This is not the first time that I have heard the name. Was he special in some way?
He was a good friend of ours. Travelled with us for quite a long time. Very special.
Special.
They weren't too familiar with me, but I was very familiar with him. I watched them from above, not in a weird way. Just
Absolute's arms get tired, and she kind of like both arms.
I'm boring.
Rest over the top.
I don't mean I'm boring. I'm sorry.
No,
If you want to know more about Biu, he was a lovely man. Ask him. Ask him.
You're not boring at all.
Oh.
It's all through grapevine, basically. The things that I have heard.
Ah, yes. I'm sort of the top of the grapevine. Holding them down from there. Oops. Okay.
We'll have a good time up here, small man.
I will. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, Lantern.
What else, dear Strona?
You spend the next couple of hours her showing you various ship duties, how to batten down the whatever,
Hatches.
batten down the hatches, to rig the sails, and all that stuff. And you become a bit more familiar with it. You pick up on it pretty quick. She's a good teacher. What are you doing, World? Besides looking,
What is that fool's name again?
Alsim, Alsim.
I'm gonna
Besides looking dramatic.
go try to hide from Drasana.
Drasana, she spends some time, like, after she's done with Absolute, she comes back down, looks for you, but you seem to evade her. You, like, dash down beneath the deck. You see her coming your way. Peek your head up. Go back up when she comes down. You manage to avoid meeting with Drasana all morning long. Absolute. You come down after your training with Drasana at about noon. And up to you comes Valdemar Radlich, the Master Gunner.
Is,
Good day, Absolute.
da, good day to you as well.
Willkommen to the vessel.
Thank you.
I heard about your haul and your armor. I saw the wreckage, of course. I heard you were not able to recover the armor.
Da, it was unfortunate not to get all of my things. Da.
Well, I have something for you to offer you to welcome you to the crew. This is something of mine, but I think that it will indeed fit you with how, you are.
Da, and she like pats his shoulder and then her shoulder.
Ah,
We are same.
yes, we are quite similar builds, so I have this for you.
And he produces a fine looking male shirt. It is sleeveless, goes down to about a little past the waist.
He says, this is mine. I would like to give it to you. Good, excellent, we've got made steel.
That is nice. It's heavy. It's good.
Its rings are tightly woven, and it appears that he may even have polished it for you, as it seems to shine even in this cloudy morning gloom.
She just kind of like knowing how this kind of stuff works, slinks it on and lets the
It
tunic
fits well over your gambison.
Done is nice. Thank you.
You're welcome. Very welcome. We're glad to have you aboard. I can show you something to do with the guns later. If perhaps we come upon an island or something, we can shoot them at trees. It's very fun. Extremely fun to shoot the guns at the trees.
I will shoot guns at trees. Da. I cannot promise I will be good at it, but shoot guns at trees I will do.
No one is good at it at first. No worries.
All right, there is a chain shirt in your inventory.
Hey. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would like to go look for Absolute.
Okay. You find her easily enough.
She does not hide, and now
does
she
not.
makes the sound of a keychain.
Giant 6'4" tall keychain.
She is not hard to find. You see her as Valdemar parts ways after giving her this shirt. You see her don this male shirt. These gleaming shirt of rings.
That's not Destiny's. Do I need to...
It should be there.
I will find when is important.
I equipped it for you. Ka-ching.
Maybe I'll refresh my page. She's not particularly bright. Did you sneak up on her?
Were you trying to?
No. But I wasn't necessarily. No, I just walked
He
up.
walks right up to you.
Absolute, is it?
No.
So, how are you adjusting to life at sea?
We have not been on ship before. There are new things to learn about this float house.
Good way of putting it.
It's hard to stand upright, you know?
Yes. We told you about predicament, the mission we're on. I have a proposition for you.
I do not know entirely what.
I'll make you a deal. Depending on how long you'll be on the ship, of course, if you wish.
Oh, yeah, listen.
I have throughout our adventures, skirmishes, in my possession, a set of dwarven steel armor. I would give it to you if you would help us. You're a fairly adept person at battle, it seems, and I need people to keep me alive.
With a big mitt comes down your shoulder like. It will protect you if you give me his armor.
Sounds good.
Knees buckle a little bit.
So, you go and fetch the armor, and you show it to Absolute.
Here it is. I don't really know how armor fitment works, if it fits you or if it's even to your liking.
Is it too small?
It is a good deal too small.
I'm sure we could get that fixed.
You can see it will need to be altered in a couple of places in the joints. Perhaps a little bit of...
Breastplate looks like I'm holding a dinner plate up to my chest.
There will need to be some added to it.
Chest plate looks like a bra.
You'll need to find a smith capable of working with that.
Is a good start. I'm not able to wear quite yet.
Yeah. We'll come across something eventually. Some blacksmith, some person who needs something, we can get it fixed.
I very much want to wear this full plate. And it is good. It will be strong.
Yes.
Like pauldron, this kind of looks like a cup.
This little plate. But it's impressive. It's a beautiful dark steel armor, almost like a smoky texture within it. It's just beautiful.
It sounds sexy.
It is sexy.
I think you've kept it all this time.
It's about this time that you hear a call. Right, everyone, and it is Clara. You, and you. Come on, we gotta talk. And Elizabeth as well comes over to you guys.
Excuse me, I believe it's Elizabeth.
So,
Captain and new one.
oh, I'm only the navigator, not the captain.
I thought the captain was here.
She's up there.
Captain.
Graziella is up there, captain.
Oh, Elizabeth. Sorry.
Moi, c'est Elizabeth. She comes up as well. So, we need to talk about, well, we've already talked about destination in general, but destination specifically, like what city we're going to.
Where's Brecken?
Yeah, shouldn't Brecken be here?
Good idea, probably. One of you go find it.
Triumvirate is the place we go.
I go to find that.
Yes, we've decided that's where we're going. We're currently en route to search for knowledge at libraries and things like that.
Is not triumvirate like location enough? Do you need more than that?
Well, I mean, it would. I'm the navigator, planner ahead, and I would like to know exactly what city we're heading for within the triumvirate.
So the brow just like furrows, just like, wait, what?
Specific destinations, very good to have.
I thought triumvirate was just place to go. Like you could just go and then you would be at triumvirate. Is what I had in mind.
Well, you see, the triumvirate is it's a collection of 3 different governments. There's Atria, Trenzia, and Maromno. And each of these has their own capital city and vassal cities as well, and their own ruler.
It's like a big place.
It's a very big place. And they all kind of, their governments sort of are under one union together. And each of their kings sort of cooperates and they all fight with each other if necessary. But they're very powerful, so that's not usually necessary. It's a beautiful place. It is the central cultural centre of the world. It's beautiful.
How am I going to search all of the big place?
Perhaps we'll find some leads. We'll have to ask around for some people who know things.
No. Well, I have no idea. Not one clue.
We'll do our best to help you. Did you go find Brecken? Alright, you head down. He's down there having a little bit of a drink and reading a bit. Vissa as well is down there. She's reading her book.
Afternoon, Lord.
Brecken,
Aye.
time to work.
Oh, all right. I thought I know what I'm doing.
Yes. No. Maybe so.
Right, okay.
Clara wants to know exactly where we're going in the Triumvirate.
Well, good question. All right, let's go talk to her.
Vissa just kind of looks up. Doesn't really say much. But you guys head up and join the small group there. So, my suggestion is that we go to Vincent. And with this suggestion, you see that Elizabeth looks a little uncomfortable. It is the capital of Atria. One of the most beautiful places that you will ever see in the whole world. Very central, and there are some good scholars' guilds there. Prominent historians. It's got everything we're looking for. Or we could go to Tanzia, you know.
And why do you suggest Trenzia?
They have a good wine.
I vote Trenzia.
Hey, there we go. Elizabeth, Clara's like, Elizabeth. She's like, if you don't want to go home, just say you don't want to go home. Then make excuses for it. Elizabeth's like, I'm from Vincent.
What was that?
I'm from Vincent.
And is that place for is not good for a
It's, I don't know, you know.
Crazy ex-boyfriend?
It seems like you touched a nerve there when you said that, actually. And she's like, there are good and bad things about the place. And, you know, going home, it is not always walk in the park. It's not always a picnic. I figured we might go there eventually, whatever you want to do.
You need someone to watch you while we are there. You just say word.
Ouais, yeah, absolutely. Mix my accents up. Je t'aime bien. Absolute.
It's the same thing that happens to me when like you do an accent and then while I'm GMing and I'm like completely erased from my mind what I was supposed to be doing. No more chips, James.
Yes. These are weird, but I like them. They're good weird.
Want some chips, Nico?
I'm good. Clara says, so, it's Vincent or Samida? Samida is not on the map.
Of course not.
Samida, the
Is that the
capital,
one in Trenzia?
capital of Trenizia.
The little X on there that's not labeled?
That's the one.
Well, we would have to go to that one before we can get to this. Anyway.
No, they wouldn't.
Is there a map? Is there like a map in, out, and in display?
Come into the chambers with me. We'll go into the other chambers, look at the map. So you head into the chambers, and out on Graziella's table now is spread a huge map.
So you
So,
can either go to Albator or Trenzalore.
Danida, Vincent.
You want a nice sharp tip pencil? It might be tough on the textured wall there, buddy.
I got it.
Absolute goes over the big map. And just kind of like two hands and looks at it and just kind of like glazes over.
It's a lot for you to take in. Clara says, I mean, well, we could go to Moreno, but these are better options. And Vincent is definitely the best one.
I did not know there were so many places to be.
There are very many places. You've not been far from home then, other than you're from Oslo, so
Have been in Oslo. Was traveled when young with parents to Kasvin. Did walked and in Kirridge.
that's not. Well, yes, the world is very big to say the least. Well, anyhow, it is about 1,500 miles from where we are to the entry point of the Transred. You dork.
Always.
I'm setting calls to Vincent unless I'm told otherwise and made to do so.
That works.
It's on your fingers still.
Reckon?
Good shot.
There are a number of good historians in Vincent. It's known for some of its. It's known for Scholars Guild. There's decent libraries there. There is also educated places in Zavida.
Well, at first I wanted to go to Trenzia for good wine.
Oh, they've got one everywhere in the Triumvirate. It's sort of their thing.
But if going to Vincent will make Elizabeth uncomfortable, then I vote we go there.
Yes, you.
You're like opposite of me.
Yes.
You purposely want to make things better.
Not bad, just interesting.
This will take some work.
What kind of work do you mean?
It seems like you
I
are.
take a half a step back.
It seems like you are a force of evil. Trying to upset the protection.
Lawful good.
No, nothing quite so malicious.
He's usually in good fun. You'll get used to him, I think. Or perhaps not.
Either way's fine.
I'm still figuring out the how do Russians say crew? Because I was about to do it in the crew.
I don't know, how would you say?
Crew.
Gru.
Cool.
Wait, no, it's
It'd be very short.
equipage.
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 I'm still
Yeah, but how
figuring
would you
out
say
equipage.
Crew with a Russian accent.
Gru.
Guru.
This gru.
Oh, girl.
Guru. Okay.
Guru.
Okay,
Guru.
Guru.
Guru. We're gonna get to Oslakov and they're all gonna be like really light accent. And it's just Absolute somehow turned into like the deepest accent.
So it's something like a month to 6 weeks.
Oh, for God's sake.
I mean, that's going fast. We got these new sails. They're very nice.
See you on ship that long?
Well, we'll probably stop off a couple of times along the way.
There'll probably be some adventures, some close encounters with death. You know, the usual. One of us might even die before we get there.
You will not die.
So grim.
Oh,
I like it.
Yeah, did you pick up View's mantle there?
Yeah, that is the thing you was always saying, go to down the road, go to down the sea.
Orth just misses him so much.
I miss
his best-
someone being more pessimistic than me.
It was where his best friend left just a few days ago.
But he won't admit it.
See, that's interesting about him. You're right. He had this friend. His name was Bu. May had me. They traveled together for so long. And then he goes and he just tries to pretend he wasn't even his friend at all. What do you
I
make
was
of
trying
that?
to tell everyone he wasn't my friend when he was still here.
What do you make of that?
This one, I like. She's simple. She has desires that are tangible. Valdemar, same thing. Strong. Know what he wants to do. He wants to shoot a tree with the strong bow.
Okay.
This one is bad and is cunning man.
I try.
Is might be too smart for me.
This word Babin. What does it mean?
It's hard to translate. Is coward is right word for it.
Well, it's
That is it.
Trois Babin. I love your words.
Bibin is like a child that is that cry all time.
Well, if you'll excuse me, I have a slave master to avoid.
Your mother is old. Is what Babin means.
Mother's dead.
Literal translation.
Mother is old.
His mother is dead though. Ooh. Is it Prince they tell you that? C'est un prince.
I had no clue. He does not walk with air of prince.
Wait till you see his fancy clothes, then you'll.
He does have fancy clothes though.
I was the prince.
I could see you in fancy clothes. I have seen noble boys, the young ones that wear like pants. And the poofy, they have like poofy here, and just kind of like they look like plum.
Ils sont appelés pantalons. Pantalones.
And with like harpsichord, they walk down street, and
Harpsichord.
and with big hat. I could see you in that.
You will see all sorts of those in the triumvirate.
kind of like this when they walk. This is how that one would be.
In the main streets of Vincent, they're everywhere.
What was that?
Just the brain falling over because I danced too heavy as an absolute.
It would be beautiful. You could easily get those kind of clothes in anywhere in the triumvirate. That whole imagery straight out of that hair.
You would look good in that.
Minstrels on the streets.
Excuse me, I have a slave driver to avoid. Goodbye. And walk away.
Whereas
I dart for a dirt. I try to run away and hide.
make an athletics check.
14.
No.
Ah!
She's right up behind you, and you turn, and you get a collar, and then she shoves a broom into your hands. Sweep the deck, swab. We need swabs.
Fine. I was just on my way to find you to see what needed to be done.
Yes, that is why you were running away from me. I'm sure.
I was running to find you, of course.
I
Excuse me, I have a deck to swab.
yes, you do. Thank you. You will find buckets over there. A couple other
What
swabs.
she is not behind the pocket that you are trying to get behind.
I don't know until I look.
It's clear that she was not there.
You should have stayed in the chambers with us and she wouldn't have bothered you. Whatever.
Should have stayed
Yeah, but
in
it's
the
getting a
Isle of
little
Giants.
bit too roasty in there.
Right. So your
I go
afternoon,
swab the deck.
your afternoon is spent in various duties. Deck swabbing. You are pressed into service with some more servicing of the sails and the rigging. You learn to be a bit more comfortable. You're still a little bit not quite so sure-footed on the ropes, but you get a
I'm
little
sure
bit.
she's real good at hoisting sails.
But you're good at hoisting. Oh yeah.
Real good at hoisting sails. There is no problems at all with that.
And you assist Deckard a bit more with preparing dinner. And he brings out a small, modest feast of, a little bit of soup, some sliced apples, boiled. And you eat your fill in the evening. The second day dawns. Unless, is there anything you were specifically doing in the evening?
Yes.
Oh, yes, no, I'm sorry.
I'm going to exercise.
Worth goes down into the. Let me pull up
Just
my.
twice in one day.
No, I don't think
you
so.
exercise in the morning too.
Oh, that was a different day.
That was today.
Oh. I meant to do it once a day. Whatever.
Okay. Down into the hold, Worth goes. Go back to those crates. How long do you?
Half an hour.
Please do it in full hour increments for my convenience.
I do 1 whole hour
All right.
exactly.
Very good.
43 minutes.
42 and a half.
You drop the crate. Collapse next to Tinkerbell. Fabian bends down and smells your head.
13 seconds.
Yeah, you're pretty exhausted.
This is what you pack animals feel like every time we make you carry things. I thought so. I give them each treats for being adorable critters. And then I go clean up and go to bed.
You wash your sweaty self with a washcloth. Head to bed. How was your evening spent?
Wash your face.
I don't know. Chill it on deck.
Chill on deck. All right.
Gary's too tired to be imaginative.
I am tired.
Eckerd is the
cook.
The cook. I'd like to go to Eckerd.
Sure. He's packing up after cleaning up everything after the meal's over.
It's not too much to ask. I am looking for a flask of strong liquor.
Oh yeah, I got those. Hey, come on into the kitchen now there. Show you how to keep the good stuff. You're absolute right. Absolute. I reckon there's no spine.
I think we met once, but it might have been in testing.
I'm cook around here, so I'll be feeding you all. But come on.
The meals I have had were strong and appreciated.
I'm glad you liked them. Do my best.
I am hoping you have spirits as strong as well.
Oh yeah, I do certainly. I've got something as a little welcome to the crew. Got something I don't often share with others. So
He goes down under his main countertop, pulls out this secret drawer, pulls out this flask, a fairly large flask.
says this is Golden Isles rum. Very rare up here.
Sounds special.
Have a taste.
I will have only a little because it is your special.
I'm happy to share with a new crewmate.
Fantastic. I have often run into problem that the ale or lagers that are commonly drank are strong enough for the others, but not for me. So I try to find.
You speak to the struggles of dwarven kind as well.
She coughs just a little bit, just to get the flavor of it.
It is full and spiced and rich and strong. It burns all the way down.
I will have to give this back to you before I take it for myself.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
I have not had much that was both strong and tasty.
I've been looking for more of this at every port we've gone to. Haven't found any. Maybe if we make our way south, I'm sure I can get some, and I'll tell you. I'm sure of it.
I will help you on this endeavor. Yeah.
We'll get a keg, put it out and share it. Everyone get just wasted. Gonna be so fun.
You're going to have to stop before goosebumps overtake me.
Me too. Oh, I like you. I like you.
He gives you a big clap on the shoulder.
No, they can't reach your shoulder quite, but arm.
Lower back. But for now, if just anything strong. Anything strong and garbage and cheap for just for drink.
Here's a bit of mead.
No.
This is a regular bottle.
Enjoy it. Not as strong as this, but it's keep your belly warm.
That is weak, but we'll enjoy.
You enjoy your night, Absolute. We'll be seeing you on tomorrow.
No, thank you.
Nice.
You can take the bottle and kind of just mooch off it.
Your night passes with
No interruptions.
it gets a little. The sea gets a little bit rough in the night. You are each awoken at least once by the ship rocking.
I'm guessing multiple times for Absolute.
Yes, you have a bit of a restless night as the ship is tossed by some stronger waves than you've seen so far. And in the morning, you awake. You all kind of awake a bit restlessly about the same time, down there in your bunks, along with the rest of the crew in your back area where Vissa and Bracken as well also sleep.
Everybody's still half asleep.
You're still half asleep, but
Because we all woke up during
Is rough to sleep on ship. Is very rough to sleep on ship.
sometimes.
Sounds very elfish.
indeed. All right. So as you awake and find your way up to upper deck eventually, it is a clear day. The waves have calmed down a bit, but still, it's a little bit from side to side sometimes. The wind is strong.
Absolute's hair is just kind of like.
It whips about.
Should have been brave this morning.
You notice that it looks like Valdemar and Marquez are doing a bit of net dragging.
Valdemar,
I wouldn't moan.
do you need help with that?
Sure, come on over.
Go over and
You never know what you might find in the sea, so
he's
Treasure?
surprised.
Drag it along.
perhaps sometimes what.
Remember that time we found all those crabs?
Yes.
Oh, that was very funny. Oh, everywhere they were.
You could get crabs with this?
We had grubs one time and then they ate all over the deck and it was a real mess actually. We also had found wine one time. So, come on, help us.
Tasty juice.
So you you go along for a few minutes and you you pull up. You pull up a chest. It is an old-looking chest, locked with a large padlock. It's covered in kelp and barnacles.
Is
Would you look at that?
is the mystery what is inside?
It's about this, about yay big. Yes, it's very much a mystery.
I like grab it by the lock and like handle it.
Something slides around its side.
And like, is the wood enough that I can just like take the lock and twist all of the metal, the whole metal bit of the front, just like.
You can make a strength check
I'd love
for
to.
that.
I'd love to. I'd love to think that she's strong enough for this, but she's only really a +2. So that would be 13.
You get like really start to wrench it. There's only the slightest amount of cracking before it's just not gonna go.
Might need like tools for John. Kind of looks around at the
Then you might be doing what he's.
Oh yeah, I can pick it.
crowbar would be good. I could jump and then like do like a motion release.
Well, let's see what finesse can do first.
For you, yeah,
What he is good for? He is good for picking locks. Very good hands, you know.
It's Babin.
Babin, Elizabeth told me this word. That's good.
Of course she did. Was it sleight of hand? Or
Thieves' tools check.
Which would be your
Dexterity.
dexterity plus your proficiency plus if you took expertise in it. Do I have any spells that can do anything here?
Knock.
I do not have.
Yeah, you don't have knock.
Oh, he already rolled, didn't he?
well, I rolled for sleight of hand, which is apparently not what I'm doing. So
Ducka.
There.
No, bless doesn't do the thing. That doesn't do anything. That's a second level spell, which doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm
where
pretty
would I
much.
find out? I'm pretty
Here.
sure I do. But
She will touch you. And cast Enhance Ability, cast Grace on you, which means that you have advantage on dexterity checks.
You feel like a burst of fey energy that just kind of sharpens your mind a little bit. Yeah, you have proficiency with these tools.
You also, for
okay.
1 hour, you have advantage for 1 hour. You also can't take falling damage if you fall from 20 feet or less, and isn't incapacitated. So I could throw you. And you'd land on
So, and then that's plus. Is that like 19 then?
With the 19,
And you took advantage of that, yeah?
Oh.
Don't make me waste a second level spell.
19, I think.
alright, so the lock's pretty old, pretty rusted, but you jam the tumblers one by one and clicks it open.
Finesse.
Gotcha. Good try.
With it.
Better get used to it, man. This is what this character is.
Oh, I would love to have seen her interact with you. Just like patting him with some fey energy. Like, oh, don't.
Fey man, come here. You will climb up this well, Cat's Grace.
So the lock clicks, falls off and clatters down aboard the deck. The chest is unlocked.
I check for traps.
Make a investigation check.
22.
It's not trapped.
I open it.
Certainly. Inside, there is a monstrous shark tooth. It is covered in ornate scrimshaw, showing a shark cleaving a ship in two.
I don't like the looks of this, to be honest with you.
It is beautiful.
Are you like touching and grabbing it, or are you just like open the chest and look
Yeah.
at it and went?
No, yeah, I haven't touched it. I just opened it up.
Giant hand is.
You pick up this huge tooth. It is oily to the touch, strangely difficult to handle. Make a dex saving throw.
Oh, that would have been great if it was you. My dex isn't actually that bad. Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
21.
You manage to set it down, feeling as if like it just barely missed cutting you. It was very strangely difficult to handle. Slippery, oily, even though it doesn't look oily.
Do I have it by the edge, or did I set it down?
You drop it back down into the box.
This is cursed. It will hurt.
Cursed?
It's a item of hurt.
I used Fey. Since Fey essence?
Since Fey Essence. You don't get anything from it, actually.
I don't think it's cursed. I go to pick it up.
You pick it up, and you too are surprised by the strange, slippery nature of it. Make a dexterity saving throw.
You have advantage because it's a dexterity check.
Ah.
And since you're within 5 feet of me, you have +4 to this.
So that was a 21. And then, ooh. Hey, so 21.
You also feel this. It feels like this thing's all edge almost. It's so sharp, even after who knows how long inside of this chest. And you have it just by as it dangles.
Have it by the dangles.
Swear I am. Well, I try to examine it closely to figure out why it's weird.
Like a nature check.
Why it's weird.
There's nature. 8.
It seems to be some sort of strange natural phenomenon, but you can't pinpoint what it is in any way.
This is weird. I put it down back in the box. I bet it's valuable.
Of course. Potentially it is valuable. Perhaps you should hold on to it.
Yes.
Can also, with like 2 fingers, kind of like just spin it in the box to inspect it. Not really like trying to get like a read off of what it is. Just looking at the artwork and describing it.
It's beautifully scrimshawed. Very pretty.
What in the heck does that mean?
It's like
someone took a knife and like carved into it, whittled into it. Probably put some black pigment.
Like
yeah, it's like
That's how I'm imagining it. Like from Moana, the dude's
Did not watch it.
the dude has a big
The hook with the beautiful carvings on it?
yeah, kind of like that is what I'm. That's
this is what scrimshaw is.
Okay.
Just that kind of
Ah,
etching, usually done in bone.
like almost like the pipe from the movie with the treasure, National Treasure. Except that's slightly different.
Oh, that movie. Okay.
But yes, okay, I get it now.
You have managed to avoid being cut by this thing just by mishandling it a few times.
our juggling act that both
Yeah, both of you like
with more than two.
do this little juggling act with this huge tooth.
Is there any stuff on my fingers still? Is there greasiness on it? Residue?
Absolutely, just
Wiped.
You look, smell. Doesn't seem to be.
So it's not something that's on it. It's a physical property of the item. Interesting. Also, there's a ship being destroyed on it, and that's what I don't like. Perhaps this is a sign of what's going to happen. A warning, perhaps.
why would the warning be in books in bottom of lake?
Because that's what happened to the ship that it was on.
You're so getting superstitious on us all of a sudden, was.
No, this isn't superstition.
You mean that it got attacked, and while it was being attacked, somebody carved it into a shark tooth?
I think he's
Put it into
he's
a
saying
chest.
shark tooth comes with warning itself from a shark. It grows out with beautiful carving on it, and then it was left in ship.
Perhaps
And survivors were like, duh, this is what sharks do. It told the story of.
Perhaps this was a known danger of this area. It was carved, it was on a boat, it was attacked, and it went down. Or maybe the survivors of the ship that went down,
Bracket!
floating on a piece of their former glorious ship, carved this as they slowly starved to death.
Let's ask our resident scholar what he thinks.
You don't see him around.
I take off like a piece of cloth or something and kind
But he did hear you call out for him.
of like sandwich it in like a burrito.
Yeah, you roll it up. I will hold it that way. What is going on over here? What's this party about?
We need you to tell everyone that we're all going to die.
There's like barrels, like tabletops, like a flat top of them.
Yeah, you can find there's maybe a barrel not too far away.
I walk over to it, play and then set the whole thing down. Grekin, come look at this.
What is this now? Where did you find this?
Our future.
And
That's
then,
what it
like,
is.
Put a finger on the not sharp part so it doesn't like catapult around the ship and kill everybody.
We were casting net and we pulled this up in the chest.
Oh, a huge tooth.
Very pretty.
These have said that you are a smart one, so look at this and be smart.
He rubs a finger over it. Oh, I know what this is.
Our impending doom.
It's very slippery, right?
Yes.
Like it's like trying to fall and cut you with its sharp edge.
Yes.
Oh, you see what it's scrimshot with? They use sort of it's an old technique. They use sort of from the Bedouin Islands. They use sort of
Blood of their
a
enemies.
strange kind of ink from a kind of clam around the coasts. Oh, it is like forever oily. It's very strange, but you will find it sometimes. Mostly used to mess with their enemies.
This
Consider
this
myself
is
an expert.
cursed then. It is specifically made to hurt the finder. Oh.
No, it is more of a mean trick.
That was very mean.
Aye, it was very mean. Very mean. That was the
Pulled sword with cut hands.
exactly. That's the long and short of it.
If we had cut ourselves, would we have been screwed the next time we tried to go fight?
I can't tell you what.
Put back in books.
Yes, but what about this giant monster that's depicted?
Oh, Brecken knows though. Oh, if it cuts you, it hurts you, and you hallucinate violently for like a while.
I could do with a hallucination to do, might be.
We'll put in books and throw that kist into sea.
No.
Begone vile.
Perhaps it could come to be of some use to us at some point.
It is cursed. It will hurt and it will only bring pain. And is protector as Aegis, I can only say that we get rid of.
Maybe we can use it as a main trick on our enemies. Or we can sell it to someone who could study it, scholarly like.
Mm-hmm.
We could sell it to make money to use to fix your armor.
Make a persuasion check.
check.
19.
Would you like to do that versus a wisdom check?
I'm like -1 wisdom, -1 intelligence. I'm trying to find sure. Oh, that's a natural 1.
You see where the side of this.
It makes sense.
A little skeptical, but it's like,
Just maybe we'll
I
see
would
what
love to
happens.
be like continuously skeptical, but with a natural 1, I feel like shit.
I won't say it totally pulls you out of your character, but you're like, you kind of, it nudges you over the line.
We'll just see what happens.
That is your problem then.
Okay. Take it and put it back in the box and take the box.
You put it back in this
the
chest.
crew and everyone.
Warren just takes it, puts it back in the chest,
For
claps,
safekeeping.
and takes it, and now you are in possession of a strange scrimshot shark's tooth that if you get cut by it, it gives you hallucinations for 24 hours. So
Man.
use that as you see fit.
Hey, you can use that son of a gun to like a ninja star.
I was thinking more like
Spearhead.
no. I was thinking more like here, these terrible people that we hate. Here's a gift to you. This beautiful thing. I don't know. Thank you.
What do you do with the rest of your day? Do you like take this down and you put it away with your things? What do you do with it?
I guess I just take it down and put it in the hold. I'm not trying to like hide it from the rest of the crew.
Oh, yeah, you put it near the rest of your stuff.
Put something on top of it so nobody tries to open it up and be like, hey, what's in here?
You set it down there, and this is like, what's that?
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds like a Vista thing to do.
Vissa, part of me wants to trick you with this, but I might feel bad. I'm saying it to her directly.
No, Absolute would kill you.
I'm literally saying I'm not going to do this, but this would be funny.
She's like, what's that in the chest?
It's an object that's supposed to be used to play mean tricks on people. It's really hard to hold, and you'll likely drop it, cut yourself, and get violent hallucinations. So don't touch it.
Okay. Not sure I understand what you're talking about at all, but...
Ask your uncle. He's the one who told us about it.
Huh.
I'll open the box and pull the cloth back and show it to her.
Oh, it's really pretty.
Yeah. But it's like poisonous or something. Laced with bad things.
Beautifully carved.
It
It's
is.
a huge shark's tooth. I wonder what sort of animal it comes from.
I would
Huge
not like
shark,
to
of
find
course.
out.
Okay. She goes back to her bunk. And yes, how do you spend the rest of your day? Anything special?
Kind of hang around with Valdemar. If he's doing chores, kind of do chores along with. If he's hanging around, just kind of hang around with. That's what like some
Sure.
strong presence of Valdemar.
About an hour or so later, you guys, you do come upon, you hear a shout, and there is a land ho called. You see a small island. Up ahead and off to the port side of the ship. It's pretty decent size, very rocky like most, and there are a few trees on it. And Valdemar goes, hold on! Graziella! We need to stop right here for just anchor for a little bit.
And she's like, what is this about? He's like, I need to train you on how to fire the ballista. And she's like, say, let's do it.
Is island okay? And what about people on?
I don't think there's any people on. It looks very, not legal.
I'm gonna look intently at the island to see if there are people.
Yeah, but make a perception
There are
check.
people on. Ooh, perception, you say? Wow, why did I take something? Why did I take? Well, whatever. 21.
It's very much non-inhabited.
Okay.
Wind-swept rocky island in the middle of a cold sea. No one's here.
I took proficiency on something that I'm not. On wisdom, which is a dumb stat for me. I don't know why. That was dumb for me.
You pull up and drop anchor. Good. What's the range on the ballista?
How do you spell hallucination?
H-A-L-L-U-C.
I spelled it wrong. Das Überbo is 80 feet.
INADH.
Ballista is
RT.
120 and 480.
120.
Oh.
Very good. So,
I didn't realize Das Überbo was short.
I missed it out.
yes, it was a short. It's a short range. I think I meant the range on the ballista to be further than that. I'm gonna make a revised version of this for next week. Yeah, you pull up a couple hundred feet off the coast of this rocky island. And you hit a little bit of a rise in the water. You hear Graziella shout and swear a little bit. Like this work, I ran the ship into something. A brand new vessel.
And we don't have.
It's got chips all over the
And we
place.
don't have Bella to. This is why Bella, whenever he gets up after eating, Bella comes and sniffs the seat in case there's any crumbs.
Because there's probably
There's probably
lots of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna
My messy boy.
Look at ballista. Shoot.
There was a reason I had a dream when we were dating that she left me because I was messy. It's because I'm messy.
All right. So there you are, pulled up. There are a couple of large, thick trunk trees.
Oh, right. Absolutely. What's under the ground?
Don't worry, it happens sometimes. It shouldn't have taken much damage from it. Just, it only felt like a little.
It felt like whole ship was falling apart.
It happens to the best of us. So,
Da.
the ballista. Here we go.
He has a bolt set up.
Okay, here's what you do. So first,
He shows you how to load the bolt in, how to crank it back, and how to operate the cranks to aim, lateral and vertical.
he says, so, just take your,
Keeps like just trying to hold the whole thing.
no, not like that. You can't move it by hand, so you got to use this crank. This one goes up and down, this one goes side to side.
Da.
It's very precise. Now, look through the sights.
My coffee can get.
Look down the sight. Line it up, and then pull this lever, and it will shoot the bolt out. Now, try and aim at the big thick tree up there.
To hit most are your dex plus your proficiency bonus to hit. And that's the same program.
Perfect. 7.
This will be your first shot. You and watch as it's launched off in the distance and completely sails over the island.
It was good.
Far.
It went.
It did go, yeah. Too far though. So if you want to hit that tree, so what you did was you went a little too far up. You just need to adjust down just a little bit.
We're aiming for a tree. Right.
For the
We're
tree.
aiming for a tree next time.
For the tree, yeah. Try it again.
Shows you how to reload.
It takes some getting used to, yeah.
Yammering on cranks and like trying not to just grab the thing and like
13.
Ooh. The natural 20.
Alright, this time
Good job.
you sight it. Make a just precise little change at the end and you loose the bolt and
I don't know if she's smart enough to do that.
it flies out,
I feel like that was a stroke of luck.
launches off, and
Again,
straight through the middle of this tree. And you see that it splits it a little bit. Wow! What a shot! Solid. That is one in 100 right there.
I got it.
You split the tree.
Should I go get a bolt that we threw?
Wunderbar.
Like starts to jump over the edge.
Well, it's. I mean, it's very cold in the sea. We could take the rowboat. Let's do a few more though.
Duh, okay.
So you guys spend a couple of hours
So good. Yeah, we need that back. We only have like 3 of them.
firing bolts.
It's gonna go get me.
You hit some, you miss some. You miss a few more than you hit. One of them you clatter against a rock and it kind of shatters. But you get some experience in it. You get some experience in it. And evening has fallen. It is nighttime.
I go exercise.
For 113 minutes and 45 seconds.
How many days in a row have you exercised? 3, I believe. 4.
Let me look.
Of course she's making notes. This is why I married her. 4.
Probably.
Oh yeah,
I've been on the
do
ship
I
for-
need to roll for it? First you have to
Nah,
roll.
I don't bother to roll. I'm keeping track of it. And I ironed out my way of keeping track of your exercise.
Yeah.
Once you do 100 hours, you get to put a +1 into strength.
This is correct.
100 hours.
100 hours is how long it takes to train that.
4 days.
4 days in a row?
I just guessed.
No, you're right.
I knew it was a lot.
I found it online. That's what
Is it really?
I found it on Reddit somewhere. It said 100 hours to train him.
I'm pretty sure that's actually in the book somewhere.
I wasn't 100% sure if it was official, but I liked it enough that I was like, okay,
I'm pretty sure that the stuff in the book was higher.
maybe.
Anyway,
But this is how I'm doing it for your particular.
good. I like this because
Set.
it's not like I thought it was like 250 hours.
You go, and having not taken a rest day, you hit a level of exhaustion. It's late in the evening, and you're like, your arms are just weak. You tremble a little bit as you make your way back to your bunk.
I go clean up and look for something hearty to eat, and then go to bed.
You find some good hearty bread around on one of the tables in the hall or in the below decks, and you go to bed. All right. Night falls. Passes without too much incident, and day breaks. Let's take a break for me to take pee.
Take a peek.
All right. Oh my God.
We all ate spicy jelly beans except for Carrie because she's smarter than us, and it was quite intense.
And our mucous membranes are vigorously recovering.
Okay.
All more powerful than any of us expected.
The next day, it dawns. Oh, the day.
It dawns.
And it is about noon. You catch sight of a ship on the horizon. Coming towards you.
A ship ahoy! I yell out, thinking I'm a sailor now.
You're up there and you're... Yeah, Alston had already cried out, but you didn't hear him. There's some hubbub and buzz about it. It gets a bit closer. You hear them up on the aft castle talking about what to do. And what you see is a galleon of similar style to the Larkspur. 3 masts, but the ship is a bit larger. Upon its billowing sails, you see the sigil of the Caswinic Navy, the towering mountains. But the insignia on this ship is within a blue knotwork diamond, as opposed to the usual circle of the Caswinic Navy, signifying that it is a mercenary ship in service to the Caswinic Navy. You see that it is armed with 4 ballista. And as they get closer, you hear a dual blast of a horn. Brum, brum, and Graziola shouts out, "Hey, Elos!" So you slow. She says the ship slow as you do.
Oh, they hail us.
They hail, yes. What
I did not know what language he said. Word him.
They're hailing us.
Hailing frequencies open, Captain.
Yes, like that, except it is 2 blasts of a horn.
Listen, horn.
Getting closer, you see that its deep mahogany hull is highlighted with gold paint in just the right places to show off its architecture and craftsmanship. And near the rear of the ship, on its port side, which it's passing to you on your port side, and on its port side you see in golden lettering the name of the ship, the Limerick.
Oh, aren't they fancy?
And you guys both
That is
slow.
almost as fancy as you,
Almost.
little prince.
They call to speak to us. Graziella has the ship pull up to a stop next to this other one, next to the Limerick. And you see many figures aboard. It appears to be a heavily crewed ship. And in keeping with sailors' traditions, Graziella commands that planks be laid, and that you hear a call to an invitation aboard their ship. She comes down amongst you guys. We have been invited. You see, this is a Caswinic mercenary ship. Probably heading west to the war.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's probably best if you don't speak so much.
Well, they're mercenary, not Caswins, so maybe they won't take so harshly to your presence.
You can be careful.
See, always. Would you like to come with me as well? Red, let us go. Ah! So Graziella and Red, along with you 3, answer the invitation from the Limerick to come aboard. Which you do then. On board this ship, it is a very nice, sturdy vessel. And what you see waiting for you is a short figure. This appears to be the captain. He is a stout halfling with an easy demeanor about him. Wears a black tricorn hat, a long red salt-stained coat with bright brass buttons. Has a leather vest and a billowing cravat. He gives a tug of his short red beard and bows to you.
I bow back.
Behind him stand 2 huge orcs, one on his left and one on his right, both armored in steel plate and mail, great swords slung across their backs. And suddenly the small captain says, "Welcome to the Limerick. Beck Bellamy at your service, my sirs and my lady. How are you all this fine day?"
We are wonderful, thank you. And thank you for inviting us aboard your fine ship.
Of course. So, I see you've noticed my right and left here.
Oh,
Gestures to the orcs. He says, he points to the one on his right. He says, "Well, these are my fists. You see, this one's righty and this one's lefty. Get it? Right and left. Well, there you see
Fake laugh.
they do my punching for me. Needs there be punching to do. Anyway, so welcome to the Limerick. We, as you might have guessed from the ship logo insignia, we are mercenaries, and we're headed west to fight the Oslakovian menace. For a good fee, of course, paid by the Jarls of Caswin. So, you're heading east, we're heading west. Thought we'd call you all over and see if you had any news of the war for us. It's been a while since we've had anything. We've been coming north for a few weeks now on our way to the job. So I'll introduce the rest of my crew, and then perhaps we can have a speak. We've got good food and wine. Very good wine comes straight from Atria.
I feel suspicious of this man.
Make an insight check.
I love an insight check as well. 13.
Natural 1!
I mean, yeah, he seems good-natured, on the up and up. You don't see any reason to distrust him right now.
I kind of take the same posture and position behind Graziella as righty and lefty. Just kind of like...
I don't want to...
both feasts.
Oh, you certainly are. Arke! Well, it's lovely to meet you. What would be your name, large one?
This is our mighty, Absolute.
Aegis of Shield of Lake.
Welcome to my vessel. You are an impressive specimen. Both right and left. Well, in order for you not to feel too uncomfortable, I'll dismiss my right and left. Righty, lefty. Go do your thing.
Fist bump.
Yeah, boss. We kind of go off. So, anyhow, I'll come. I'll take you around to meet the crew. This here is Yora, my first mate. Next to him, you see Yora, a human woman, fairly young-looking, maybe 25. Her head is shaven on one side, and long black hair tumbles down the other. She has a cutlass at each hip, on a thick sword belt. A bandolier crosses her chest, and you see several flasks of unknown contents held there. She's got a cape on. And you see behind them, a figure that catches your eye. A tall human male wrapped in dark robes. He is gaunt and pale, thin-faced. He is bald and he has these black tattoos crisscrossing his face and neck. And he's just wrapped up in his cape. Just looks with these weird eyes and doesn't say anything.
This one is Darth Maul.
This one here is, well, that's the wind speaker. He doesn't talk much and he's a bit odd, but he's our navigator, so he takes us where we need to go. He's got away with the winds and the weather and all that. Takes us where we need to go. Don't let him. Don't mind him. And Yora says, "Hello, Toll. Welcome, Lord. Gonna have some fun tonight?"
Yes. Indeed.
So you look about the rest of the crew. You see a mix of human orcs and halflings scurrying about the deck or working in the rigging. They seem to be a fairly merry crew of mercenaries. And having been introduced, Captain Bellamy says, "Why don't you come with me to my chambers? We'll get talking."
Lead the way.
He takes you back. This is a pretty large and impressive captain's chambers. Of his dining interoom, similar to Graziella's, the dining room before the quarters. Long table. Says, have seats. We'll have a bit of lunch, and then later dinner. But we'll eat some light soup. Our cook will bring us in some good stuff. While hopefully you have a bit of news to share with me. So sit.
Graziella, they are being generous. Should I go get food to share for them as well?
No, they're hospitality right now.
That.
Yes, see, we do have a bit of news. Alright, Tell me, good captain, what we know of the war.
The war is going terribly.
How terribly?
Oznikov has taken both islands, western and the eastern island now. Kazawin is attempting to marshal every man, woman, and child, essentially. He's drafting as many people as they can get their hands on. And it appears the Thing? Who's the Oznikov people's
Thing.
is that Thing? Or that's Kazawin?
Are you talking the general or?
Yeah, the people who could do crazy things that we were here talking about. Or something like.
That are using face tail or something.
General Azarovich?
Things. I tell them all the things that I know.
you got pretty much there. Up my lips like her.
I'm feeling it too.
I was just thinking, I wonder if there are any more of those. Did he bring down the bowl?
I'm gonna get the ball.
He Beck Bellamy drags a tankard across the table and drinks the whole thing.
No, don't.
Bad news. I'll drink what I want along on board my own ship. Thank you very much.
This looks.
Wasn't there something about the Kazawin Navy experiencing a crushing defeat as well?
Oh, we're part of that.
I'm sure
We're part of that Navy.
your presence will be just the thing to turn the tide.
In 4 sentences, Worth demoralizes the entire crew.
They turn around and go back home.
We're part of that.
Well, okay. And it is with that an older human man brings in a tray with several bowls of soup.
Can I choose spells still?
It is a new day, so yes.
Hoda. Instantaneous verbal somatic. Okay. So as food is served to us, and like the tray of food comes to, instantaneously she will cast Purify Food and Drink.
Okay.
Which all non-magical food and drink within a 5-foot radius sphere centered around a point of your choice within range is purified and rendered free of poison and disease.
Sexy.
It's verbal, it's somatic, so she will kind of hold it up and hold up the piece of comet felt and say a word and just kind of like beam a light and say sort of for protection. On the little thing there.
Well, I can't blame you. You've just met us. So you see this small flash of light, and Absolute says whatever weird little paladin words, whatever little paladin sayings. Little paladin sayings.
Yeah, it would be something like, it would be a hymn that says, Galudrail, purify this meal.
That window frame bugs the crap out of me.
Well, it's going to be fixed today.
So it is set about, and you see it is a quite fine chowder. Creamy
chowder.
and made with shrimp and lobster. I don't know if you guys have ever had that. You probably have.
It sounds hearty, so Absolute is unabashedly going to dig in.
Served with hard black bread and ale.
Oh, my favorite.
Yeah, hard black mushroom.
Well, that wasn't the news I was hoping to hear. But I'm glad that we heard it. It's been a few weeks since we've had any news or letters. We're told where to go. We're supposed to be making our way up to the front. I didn't know that things were that bad. Well, the pay's so good.
Pay is only good if you can survive to spend it.
Wisdom, that. Wisdom, that. Oh, I need to do a bit of thinking. How about you all go back and gather your people? How about you come over here this evening up to our main deck? We'll put out a feast, and we've got really good wine from Atria. We'll all have a good time. Maybe our last party before we get to the front and die.
Maybe it'll be the last party before we get to the front and win the war.
You're very optimistic, aren't you?
As long as it's not me going.
Well, I like that. What's your name?
Wareth.
Mr. Wareth. I like that. It'll be our rally party. I'll rally the whole crew and then I'll make a speech. I'll say, let's go win the war. We're going to be the tide that turns it all around.
You could shout insulting limericks at the Ozlakov Navy. I've got one for you, in fact.
Oh, do tell.
You could shout at them, "You're an arrogant prat. You're an ignorant cow and a brat. You're a wearisome putz, a despicable klutz, a cretinous ghoul, and a rat."
I like that one.
Are you multi-classing into bard?
I just googled insulting limerick.
How about this one? You're a wuss and a bore, you're a bore and a goof and a snore. You're a flim-basted clod, a malodorous fraud, a terrible schlub and a chore.
That is glorious. I once knew a man from Nantucket.
It's there once was a man from Nantucket.
You guys were blowing my mind. And it all just came crashing down.
I'm happy.
You're a chump and a monkey. You're an arrogant crumb and a junkie. You're a sickening skunk, a sham and a punk, and your butt is decrepit and gunky.
It is a mean thing to say about one's butt.
Oh, it's just a poem. It's like a fun sort of insult poem.
It hurts here though.
You are insane and a boob. You're a rancid. Insane and a goob. You're a cow and a slob. Is this the one you just read?
No.
Similar. You're a cow and a slob, an illiterate snob, and a crook, and a prat and a rube. That one's not as good. Anyway.
I do not know where you are making magic words from. You are quite good at it, Captain. You are practiced needs more.
I named the ship after my proficiency with limericks. Sort of a...
You need like a big cone to yell at those Lacovians.
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll get a special horn that I can yell insults through at them. And they'll be so demoralized.
Maybe Absolith can teach you some things in Oslocovian.
Call them Babin.
Babbin.
Nah.
I will shout Babbin and I'll work it into a limerick too. I'll shout it at them through the horns. Go on, you filthy Babbin. There once was a Babbin and I stabbed him.
Say a couple more.
I'll work on it.
Say a couple more like dirty Oslocovian words.
I like these from Garrett Lush. We'll work on those.
If was in company of Lacovians, I would feel bad, like saying very mean things. But for you all that have no clue, they are just gibberish word. Also, fighting Oslokov is tough battle, and I feel for you.
Yeah, I take it you're not with them. Of course you're not. You're with the good, nice, fine folk here.
I separated from Oslokov years ago. I am aware of their politics. I am unconcerned with their politics. My parents might not feel the same and might be suffering for that.
Well, I certainly hope not.
They are strong. They can stand up for themselves.
Crew is much like yours, it seems. All walks of life, all backgrounds, all species. Aye. It'd be nice to intermingle with you all tonight. And if you don't mind, I'd like to have some time with Yura and the Wind Speaker to talk about our preparedness for our next moves. Yura! He shouts. She comes on in, and the Wind Speaker comes on in behind, looking at you all with his expressionless face, but his strange empty eyes. They go on into
Has
things.
he got like Blue Man Group eyes going on?
Yeah, sort of.
Have you seen, I'm sorry to derail, have you seen the Blue Man Group ad that Sam Riegel does?
Oh, no, I haven't seen that one
It's
yet.
so good. He has the mannerisms down perfect.
All right. So you guys take your leave of the captain's cabin and cross the plank back over on the larkspur. What do you do?
Absolute kind of walks protectively behind everybody.
They seemed nice.
Graziella, sorry if was forward to kissed magic in company of other captain.
No, it was fine. They, he didn't seem to mind. Some people might, but they were the kind that did not. So,
I
worry not about
felt
it.
I felt that protection was more important than if minded or not.
And that is what I like about you. That is what I like about you.
I don't care if they mind it either.
So for the party tonight, now this is the time we should probably bring something up there. We will bring a cask of our own.
We will bring things, yeah.
If you all do wish to stand for it.
If I
Let's
rest,
give them a shark tooth.
That would probably not engender goodwill.
they are not our enemies as far as we know. Nay. I think a question would be good. I have other magics that can find if there are evil among them or if there are poison being served. If you feel is necessary.
I'm going to fetch my unicorn cloak.
Oh, alright.
Of course you are.
That is completely in line with what I expect you to say.
Oh yeah, he likes fancy.
Alright, you go back down.
Things.
This and Brecken are down there.
I am going to fetch my unicorn.
Outside the other ship then. What's all that about?
Oh, they're hired by the Kazawins to go fight the Ozlakovs. They're probably going to die soon.
Ah.
You know. So we're going to have one last hurrah party.
Oh, cool. So are you getting your unicorn look?
Yeah.
I
He instantly knew.
Also, I'm going to, if I get a chance to wear that cologne I found all that time ago.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Ozagovian clone, right? Took it off one of the guys or whatever and killed supply spy.
Yes.
Something like that. What if I try a little bit?
That's the problem.
You just dab it on, right?
Not too much. I'm the only one who gets to smell glorious.
He dabs a little bit on. Oh, it smells lovely.
Doesn't it?
Wow. Oh, but I don't have a lady friend around. Ew. I'm right here.
Yes. That's how people like you are made.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. We're going to a party then. Is
Yes.
everybody coming?
Probably.
Cool.
Something bad's gonna happen at this party.
Yeah, we're all gonna get kidnapped. They're gonna take the ship and we'll be screwed.
Not if absolutely has something to say.
It could just be a good-natured party between two ships.
Nothing good ever happens. Everything's a trap.
Don't trust the DM.
Is he smiling?
Oh no! I'm always smiling.
I haven't
Trust-
heard any dice roll yet.
I got
I trust the GM like I trust a fart.
From your bells.
Trust me, and I'll leave a brown stain in your pants.
few hours pass. How do you all spend your time getting ready for the party?
Absolute reads. Absolute tends to her gear.
I put my cloak on. I admire myself. I try on different bits of jewelry and jewels that I have
Oh,
collected
goodness.
across the.
We're not gonna get robbed. You are though.
Bringing
He
everything.
has a ring on each finger.
I
You
searched.
know that scene from like the Disney Robin Hood, where you press the fingers and your jewels pop off? That's gonna be.
That movie.
It is so good. I watched it again recently, like a
You
year
watched
ago. So good, like hidden nostalgia.
That movie is why furries exist.
And see, I watched that and did not see that at all. Like, I don't see how this translates
It's
to the furry.
commonly known.
It's what I've heard, but I just don't see it.
My
It's also why young people hate rich people. It's both of those things.
What? Oh, man. My coworker today was talking about like some TV show that had it's like rats of something. Rats.
I think I know what that is.
I don't. I need to look at my like Googling history. It's just ripped, shirtless rats in like a comic, in like a TV show. It's nuts.
I'm convinced that Disney's Robin Hood is why furries are the thing.
It could be.
It awoken something in a lot of people.
What, Sadie?
I'm fighting this thing and it won't die.
Yep.
I don't know if it was Sadie making all that noise or Ben.
That's Sadie. She's doing parkour all day.
Everything.
Parkour!
Feline parkour.
How do you use your time
Parkour,
spending
parkour.
preparing for the party? You do.
I'll try to clean up, wash my hair, rebraid it. No, I probably haven't done that in a while.
You can get a
Shine my
nice,
Absolutely
shoes.
that.
you get a nice shiny braid with your leather tassel in as well with it.
Mirwin, would you like for me to do hair and then you do mine?
Okay. Yeah.
I'll,
We do each other's hair.
You guys do each other's hair.
I'll roughly braid Mirwin's hair as only Absolute knows how to do her own, just like.
You get the leather tassel in there. It comes out like a little rough, but it still looks good.
Like me when I've tried to
You
braid
see
your
the
hair.
Mhm.
It goes in like with as other strand. It's fancy.
Yeah.
I only ever use leather strand to secure a ring.
You braid hers all the way down, get the ring secure in it. Hangs down.
You know who I'm imagining now when you do Absolute? You remember Robin Hood Men in Tights?
Oh, the Marion's
Attendant lady.
attendant lady.
Oh, absolutely.
Except a lot taller.
Yeah.
A lot taller. Same like muscly gruffness to her, but without like the old woman kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Instead of just being like 34 and like ready to kill anybody that looks at her crew the wrong way. That's which is still that lady.
Can I do anything else for you? Yeah. Get off me.
The rest of the crew as well seems to put some effort into getting ready, and everyone puts on their finest. Vissa and Brecken in their nicer cloaks. Vissa dressed as more like the original picture of her with the green cloak, the leather armor on and everything. Brecken with a nicer cloak that he bought back in Carryford. And evening falls. In the twilight, you head over.
I've been to a party since Conrad Black got released from prison.
The first Conrad Black, the first rich person to go to prison in 200 years.
Anyway.
Anyways, you all walk over to the Limerick. The entire crew of the Larkspur, including deckhands. And they have strung up lanterns in a small area where there is a table on the center of the deck.
Larkspur is completely unguarded and unmanned.
Detective Meeple.
Have you talked about this with Goziel or thought about this before you left?
Did Alsum come down? Because Alsum never comes down.
Alsum did not come down.
Okay.
I guess I didn't. I just kind of assumed Graziella was gonna. That's not my ship. That's her ship.
That's true.
Concentration up for 10 minutes. For the duration, you know if there is aberration, celestial, elemental, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well, and where the creature is located.
Most of those things don't exist in Sirius,
Yes.
unfortunately.
I would like to sense Feyre.
Should I just completely get rid of this and not use this ever? I'm using it as someone with evil intent, but that's not really how this in general works.
Is there a different spell that does that?
Not really.
Detect evil.
I can completely wipe this one just because it doesn't really fit in your world.
Yeah, I mean, you're not, there ain't no undead or anything like that.
I keep like knee jerking to it like someone has evil intent, but that's not what this one is for.
I could maybe homebrew something like that.
That's what I think would work,
Let me work on it.
but yeah, that's not what this one is for. Anyways, if I can't do that, then it would be. Is there open? It has like a feast been set.
It is, yeah, it's currently being set. There's many people are scurrying about the deck, many taking seats or sitting around the gunwale with drink, already beginning to sing the songs and tell bawdy tales. And
Then instead, I will produce a U leaf and for 10 minutes cast detect poison and disease.
Okay. And you sense the essence.
Yes.
You see the wind speaker up there, kind of watching over the aft castle, looking at the party, and you and your perception kind of get a fairly strong sense off of him.
But that's it. Only him.
Only him.
Detect poison and disease works exactly as the same as Fey Essence, except it only specifics poison and disease.
Okay, you sense nothing. Like poison and disease in people and stuff too?
Presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases.
At least 2 guys have diarrhea.
Oh, it is the open seas.
On the, is it Larkspur crew or is it?
No, it's Limerick crew.
I feel like it would not be Larkspur crew because on a couple of days she would have done that and then went over and laid on hands and cured our crewmates.
And from the wind speaker, it seems as if it's fairly heavily modified, worked face steel. Like it's been, like maybe he's had it for a while and done his own modifications, alterations to it. Alright, so other than that, no malicious poison, nothing in the food or drink.
That's what I'm looking for, specific. Okay. If you don't mind, unless you have something to set immediately, Absolute has a thing to do. But if you have like scene to set, I'll do that in a little bit.
Well, I mean, this is just as you guys all get over there. Well, you are welcomed by Captain Bellamy. Welcome all to our turning the tides of a war party, as I term it now. It's a bit of a mouthful, but what are you going to do? So, find a place to sit, have some wine. We have casks. Casks are brought out, a big one. Tables with food, this large one with the upturned shell of a large turtle, and inside just meat, roasted turtle meat. There are potatoes and radishes and more vegetables, all onions and such roasted and set about. It's a true feast.
I want to eat a turtle.
I go get wine or whatever.
You know, when you have some of this excellent Autun red wine, it is unlike anything you've had in a while. It's very rich and oaky. It's just fantastic.
I want to get some wine as well. And yell out, "Let us eat and drink, for tomorrow we all might die!"
Aye! Everybody raises applause to that. So, you begin to partake of the food and drink. Absolutely.
Absolute earmarks. The however many have disease.
Okay.
She deems disease, whether it's like just diarrhea or if it's something more complex. And after like keeping an eye on like the main party and Graziella, will go use after scanning and making sure there's no disease or poison. Will go to those ones and cast lay on hands to cure them of whatever disease.
The first one, a small halfling, looks like an older male halfling. He's like,
Oh, that. Oh, I feel much better already. Like all of a sudden, what did you do to me?
The whole thing is kneeling down. Little one, you are not feeling well.
Oh, no, not right now, really.
And put out like a palm. You will feel better soon. Then cast.
you push some of your healing pool into this little guy.
Oh, well, that's so nice of you. Well, thank you.
Feel better. Rest up. It will take a while to fully heal from this.
I will rest up.
He says, as he takes another huge swig of whatever alcohol he's drinking.
You are doing good already.
Oh, you're ready.
Stay safe. And just kind of like walk off.
Thank you.
So you tend to him, and the other one, a human female, older, in the same way. Both very grateful. And you guys are enjoying your merriment evening.
I'm going to find Graziella.
She is near the head of the table, with a couple of. She's sitting there next to Lefty, one of the big orcs. They're kind of talking and drinking.
Is there an open seat next door, maybe?
Yeah, you pull up a stool.
Graziella,
That's it.
is the entire crew over here?
Oh, there's a couple over there, just got me.
Okay.
I assume he's watching.
My suspicions never die.
See, as they should not. How much are you guys having a drink?
I'm getting wasted.
All right.
As much as dwarvenly possible.
All right.
Absolute is zip.
Oh,
0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Worth hasn't been to a party. He hasn't got to use his special cloak, and he's going to use this occasion to the full.
Absolute is happy that there seems to be no poison. Her radius should get the entirety of the ship,
Okay.
and after a brief walk around, should be pretty okay and confident. But it's still protector.
Yeah, you are standing sentinel, over this crew. You see everyone.
Behind Graziella, but also watching the planks and stuff like that. Yeah.
All right.
I said dwarvenly possible instead of humanly possible.
I noticed
Well
that.
done.
Okay, so
Can
clever.
I dig it? Yes, I can.
The evening goes by. Everyone seems to be having a fantastic time.
Everything
Rolls
seems to be
ominously.
going good.
And absolutely
Now there's even
laughing
ominous
all
music.
of us.
Please make perception checks as you go through the evening.
I know why I took.
Oh, you too with disadvantage, definitely.
Of course.
Oh yeah. No, that wasn't great anymore.
14. If I said that I was keeping watch and making sure to look out, would that give me advantage or no?
Not this time.
Mm-hmm.
9!
19.
That was
I-
the disadvantage?
I rolled 2 19s.
Dang.
Nice.
Wait. I take it back. That was a natural 1.
Okay. More than just you're plastered. You're so toasted. You got no idea what's going on.
My keen mind can't be.
Your roll again was
14.
19. The evening has rolled on quite a bit. The lantern's dying down. When you see something, just not quite anything, but you see a little bit of movement between. You seem to think you see movement between the larkspur and the limerick, but when you look over, there's nothing seeming to have crossed the bridge. You don't see any movement on the deck. There was a flash of movement over there.
Who am I next to or nearby of the crew?
You're about mid-table, looking over there. You see next to you is Red.
I hit Red.
Ah,
Hey,
oh,
did you see something over there?
oh, say something like
I thought I saw something.
there's something everywhere. There's people all over the place.
True.
It's a party.
I'm gonna eat it up and go look
Woo!
and see if I see anything like in the water on.
You go over to the gun wall?
It's just like
Absolutely. You see Mirwin go over to the gun wall.
kind of like heavy step over to Mulan. Wilty's going.
I thought I saw something over here.
You look over into the water. Make another perception check.
What kind of thing?
I don't know, just movement.
I know what's going to happen.
Do I do
Or it
another
doesn't.
without?
You're still at disadvantage because you're pretty sloshed. Now it's about worth 13.
19.
Jeez.
Her first, she had a 20 and a 19
Mirwin, something just slipped around the back of the ship.
of the Larkspur.
Of the Larkspur. Some sort of another flash of movement. You can't see a figure or anything like that, but just a flash caught in light.
There was a thing.
You could swear you saw something just round the stern of the Larkspur.
Did you see it?
I was from Valdemar.
You see him over there, sat against the far gun wall. He's singing a song in Orcish.
I'll heavy step over to him.
Hey,
Take the mug from his hand.
was.
Valdemar,
Das ist diese.
we are going to look.
Warum?
Stone cold look on my face, hoping that the light instantly sobers him. We are going to look.
Good look.
Grab him by like
Warum?
predator. Predator grab.
You grab
Like
him.
him dragging him.
Oh, is this something going on? Is something serious happening?
Murin seems to see something. We are going to look.
Okay, yeah, let us do this.
Do I notice any of them doing things?
You had a natural one, dummy.
Well, I didn't. That was to notice the things. But what about the people that I'm with doing things?
You can make a perception check with disadvantage, but it's a high DC. I mean, you see people moving around. You don't really make the connection.
Hey. I love it, buddy.
I don't know any drinking songs, otherwise I'd... 37 bottles of meat on the wall.
Bellamy is reciting his dirtiest limericks.
If only you had impressed Absoleth, she would have grabbed you too.
You're just having a rollicking time at the table.
He's acting like a prince.
You guys go over there to the. Now you're all three standing at the gun wall, looking over.
Hoda.
What you call me?
Hold on. Hoda.
No, you called me a dirty hoe. Skankosaurus Rex.
Can I use lay on hands? I can use 5 hit points or 5 of my points to neutralize a poison or cure a disease. Can I stop drunkenness?
Ooh.
Can you sober somebody up with that?
That's GM's call. It doesn't specifically say, but I feel like
That was a natural 20.
since alcohol is technically a poison,
It's technically, yeah, you're not wrong.
I would
Technically
sober
correct.
these 2 up. I have enough in my my pool to sober these 2 up.
Yes, you can. Many GMs rule that as poison condition. So yeah, you can.
I would dump into both of them to like sober them up.
Okay, so you put a hand on each of them, channel some of your essence, and you both feel like you and Valdemar like you just got shot up with a bunch of cocaine. You're like instant sober.
Oh, I would have. If that was something that I could have done, I would have done that as soon as I hit Valdemar, and I would have done that to Mirwin minutes ago before I went off to grab Valdemar.
Okay, so then you guys are now all 3 shock sober, standing up there, looking over the gun wall. So what did we see here? What is going on?
I love Absalom so much. She's so good.
What did you do? See something?
I saw a flash of movement and it went back around. Wherever you said it went back around.
Oh, on the stern of the ship.
Yeah,
Well, what sort of movement?
just.
Could I pick Razila too?
Yeah, you can go over there right now.
I don't know, it was just.
She's still
I
next to
saw-
Lefty.
I just saw something move.
We'll investigate. This crew's good enough.
Yeah, let's go investigate.
I follow
Crossover.
Mirwin's directions to wherever this movement last
All
was.
right, you two and Valdemar. It was where you saw it was about halfway down the hall, as if something were crawling or climbing on it. Went around the stern.
Can we go look? Can we go look?
Are you like climbing down there?
Peering over the edge. Does that count? I don't have dark vision.
Let's illustrate. You don't have dark vision. Let me draw an illustration of what you're looking at.
Yes, draw an illustration.
I'm a regular human.
You don't have dark vision. That's unusual.
Ooh, I have something maybe that we can have.
Yeah.
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
I have those mushrooms that amplify dark vision.
Oh, you
but
do?
They probably won't give dark vision, would they?
I'm going to find
I
out.
thought they did.
Oh, this is not coming up.
Yep, we let it sit.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Can we go over it again with the marker? It should rub it off.
Yeah, it's just rubber, baby.
Earth.
Need a rag.
That's probably what he's doing. I have black stuff on my finger.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, I didn't think we could do that last time.
It's okay. We've done this before.
That's true, yeah.
It's just it's a really crappy bad. It's a really crappy bad marker.
Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna get a really good marker by next week.
It's all good, buddy.
I've been meaning to.
We have really good cleaner and paper towels. It smells like big.
There we go. All right, so you guys are. Let's draw the stern of a larkspur, and
Is this a side view or top down view?
top down. So there's the plank across. Here's the.
Ciao.
Love it. So here's the limerick. Here's the larkspur. This is the stern. You saw something right about there, about halfway down the hall. And let's just, so this is the aft castle. Stairs up, stairs up. It's crude, but whatever.
Look at the aft castle on that.
Yeah, baby.
Such a weird
All right. So, something around that way. Mast.
It was right over there.
So you guys are right here, staring down, pointing over that way.
I am looking.
I give you a blue mushroom that I have.
What is
It's
this?
supposed to amplify dark vision, so
I'm
maybe.
almost positive that when we got those, he said it gives people dark vision who don't have it and amplifies dark vision of those who do have it.
Well, I didn't write down that part
Okay.
because, I have dark vision.
We all did at that point, and there was no plans on having a human with no dark vision. What is this?
It might give you dark vision. It might help you see in the dark.
I will have snick.
It's not great tasting, but after a couple seconds, your vision lights up a little bit, and you can see in shades of gray past 60 feet.
This what the hell is dead?
You see her eyes glow very faintly.
Hello, young kid. How are you? Oh yeah, I would like to look and see.
I make a perception check.
Oh man, I've been screwed by this dice again. 8.
Oh, am I supposed to do another one?
If you're looking, yes, and Valdemar as well.
23.
Ooh.
I'm rolling good.
You don't see anything over there, but you suddenly see something up in a mast.
I point at it.
There's something up in there. You can't tell what it is, but it's currently there.
On the large spur?
On the central mast, somewhere about halfway up. When you point it out though, it freezes and seems to disappear
It seems to disappear.
in the darkness. It's very shadowed up there. You saw it only because there was motion.
Did she point it out to? Did Mira point it out to us, and we and Absolute saw?
Yes.
With a booming voice, she will yell at it. Halt! Man, I don't know if
Are you casting command?
I don't know if it'll hit. Is the thing. It's 60 feet.
Oh, you're further. You're further than
It's,
60 feet
it's
away.
out of range. So right now she's just being loud.
Halt!
Halt!
Is Alsum up
You
on
don't.
that one, or
You don't know what's
where's the crow's nest at?
center mast, which is where what you saw.
I yell at Alsum that there's something on the mast below him. Yeah, I don't know if he can hear me, but I yell at him.
We are
How's
going.
that?
And I go across the plank.
There's no reply from Alsum. All right, you go across the gangplank. Valdemar follows. You all three are now on the deck of the Larkspur.
Ready to go.
And this can be Valdemar. So he's doing parkour again?
Parkour.
Make perception checks.
Oh, yeah. She has drawn her sword and has her shield up. She is.
You're ready to go.
This is worth
Dang it, I'm being screwed.
sitting at a little slot. What? What are we rolling?
Perception checks.
Man, I'm being so screwed. 8.
Ooh. Not one.
Come on, Val.
I was doing so good.
How many rolls? Oh.
Okay.
Valdemar with disadvantage and then the creature's stealth. Whatever.
Valdemar sees something coming. Sees a figure coming out of the hold
Oh, crap.
It turns and sees you. And you hear this immense crash. And onto the deck spills hundreds of shining pieces of platinum. Just spilling over the deck. And this masked figure turns and runs.
Halt! Command.
You shout halt at it. That's a wisdom save?
15.
He saved with a 15. It runs, jumps over the side. You don't hear a splash or anything else. And a second later, another figure falls from the middle of the mast, down. Sees you all, and throws a smoke bomb.
Jeezy Pete's.
It pops right about here. This is about where the below decks comes out. Stares up. Bang goes the smoke bomb. And the figure shoots off.
Where's the platinum?
All over.
Okay, Absolute is barreling towards that, and she is going to stand there with the shield and sword, and even if that's in the smoke, and is going to swipe at literally anything that comes near it.
Okay. So are you ready in action?
Yeah, ready in action to anything that comes near, even if that means friend. I mean,
That's what it is with it.
She's being very protective. This seems like a bad thing.
Worst thing that could happen as far as war is.
You do take wild swings into around in and around, and nothing happens. Both figures are gone. A wind blows through a little bit and clears some of the smoke out. It doesn't last very long, but long enough for both of them to be not here anymore. You don't know where they've gone. You saw the direction in which they fled, and you saw one of them go over the side of the boat.
Was it towards the limerick, or
No, towards the sea.
away from the
Away from you guys and away from the limerick. You saw one of them had a mask on, the other one you hardly saw anything of.
$29 of meat on the wall.
Please make perception checks again.
Kind of stand there in stunned, awkward silence.
Yeah.
Sure. Gosh damn it.
Ooh, that's better. 17.
Oh, man.
Mirwin?
7.
Mirwin, you hear a slight hissing sound coming from below decks. Like a...
Run!
No!
I
I
run.
rolled a 10.
You run away from it, not toward it?
Oh yeah, Mirwan's on the gold, by the way.
I'm what?
Move Mirwan over to where the gold is, please.
Oh yeah, you're over next to the platinum. So it's
Not
not...
Mirwan, Absolute.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
It's down deck, or?
You're like right here. What was your roll again?
It was bad, it was 7.
Oh, you're really close to it though.
I will run.
Roll with advantage, because you're like right near where this thing is.
That was a natural 19, which would bring me to 23.
It sounds like something bad. It's right down the stairs and probably against the wall.
What's gold? Goes down the stairs just barreling.
You see a keg with a fuse out the top, and it is
I
lit.
strike the fuse with the big sword, just hitting trying to separate the fuse.
Make a dexterity check.
It would be like sinking the sword and then just running it across the fuse head. Ah, it's a natural 1.
Ah! 24 bottles of meat on the wall.
I mean, if that doesn't work, she's gonna go and just manhandle and rip the fuse out. If that's a natural
Okay,
one
here's
that
what-
doesn't happen, it's fine.
You flub it, bury the sword into the wood, and by the time you recover it, there's maybe a couple of seconds left before whatever this is reaches the barrel, which is when you sense something bad is going to happen.
Hold up. No, that doesn't help me. Hold up. Okay. Enhance ability is for another creature in its entire action. So I will yell out. I will yell out. Boom!
You and
Run! And then I will do my best to grab the wick just with my hand and yank it out.
Another dexterity check.
I mean, there's just so little I can do other than just tank this damage, but it's gonna hit the ship as well. 14.
I'll do it. You grab this and it burns your hand. It burns the heck out of your palm.
Does not matter.
You pull it out. You smell this burning smoke smell. Just as Valdemar comes down there and sees what's going on. It's a poltergeist!
The line is the fuse continues to burn through my hand. Was burned.
They almost went off.
They almost had gold as well.
What?
You stay here. I give Graziella. I'm going to march but over to Graziella and touch her as well and remove drunkenness.
What did you do that for?
Trouble on Larkspur.
What's the trouble?
There was home. They tried to take platinum.
Who tried to take it?
Not sure.
Okay, I can. Let us be quiet about this. You guys get up.
Oh,
That's what Graziella says that to you.
was not necessarily being quiet about that.
I mean, a lot of people are pretty drunk. I'll say you got away with it.
22 bottles of medium.
Who else? Who else to trust?
Well, our crew, of course. What exactly is the trouble? What happened?
We saw two figures. One had lots of gold. The other one dropped from crow's nest. From the decks below, there was powder keg that was burning, ready to go off. I just stopped it.
Why? Who has done this?
I can get rid of the effect of beer easy from whoever. Who else? Two more.
She looks over. Elizabeth. Ashes.
Warth is just gonna enjoy his time then.
Oh no, Warth. Warth.
Warth and Ashes or Warth and Elizabeth?
This is my son Warth. I kind of had written you off as just drunk. I'm sorry.
To Warth,
Medium.
she'll like palm the hand on his head
You shoot.
and then
Awake.
and then turn
Mahalo there? Was that you?
I'll turn your head to Graziella and say go and just like push.
Come on, right down. We have trouble on the Larkspur.
And then the same with Elizabeth.
It wasn't me.
I'll grab her by the you're completely
You're completely sober.
sober now?
You are shock sober.
You are stone sober.
Why would you do that? I was having so much fun. You know how long it's been?
Go to Elizabeth. Go to Graziella, and with Elizabeth, I will just grab her by the arm, cast it and then pull her. We are going. Alright, no one needs any
seems-
help.
You went up.
That's all my free stuff.
You guys get up and head over there. It seems as if no one notices, no one from this crew notices what you're doing. You go back over to the Larkspur. What do? You guys, who, now you, going over to the Platinum, you see the chest that you had received from the buyer. All of it just, all this platinum just spilled out.
I knew it had something to do
What
with
if you take care of this? I feel you can handle.
Yeah, I can handle this.
You begin to just shovel all of it back into the chest.
While he's doing that, and to Elizabeth, I'll explain everything that she comprehends as a problem, and looking to Mirwin to fill in any details as well as Valdemar, if there's any details that I'm missing.
I'll tell Graziella that Alsum didn't reply to our calls, so maybe we should check on him.
You saw one up in the mast.
He was going that way, and then he dropped down.
Alison was to blow a horn if anything was up.
Should I go?
Yes, go. You're good with the ropes, right? Go. You reach.
I'm sorry if I'm like doing too much, but this is what this character is like Mama Bear Protector.
That's okay,
And
because
she's just going to do things.
Bew always took the lead, and then he left, and me and North are just like, now what do we do?
Well, you got like Bew ×2, because she's gonna just like. It's job to do.
You reach the top of the mast and inside the crow's nest, and you see the slumped figure of Alsum of Greywater. Dead.
I can't do anything about that.
He is bleeding from several precise wounds. Just laid there. Horn and spyglass out. They got the drop on him.
I can't do anything about that. I like legitimately cannot do anything about that. I can like, if he's unconscious or on death's door, I can do something about that. I cannot cure death.
He is too far. He is already gone. What time you got there?
What, were you doing death saving rolls for him earlier? Or did you just part of the story he's dead?
No. There was an interaction there.
Okay.
We didn't hear him scream or nothing? Probably the party was too loud.
Assassins can be deadly. It matters how Nick handled him. But if it was like a PC death, all the assassin had to do was drop him below his hit points ×2. And with NPCs, that could be like, if that did 40 points of damage in one round, that could easily kill most NPCs. Which, if we're dealing with high level, anyways, metagame.
So, there you discover.
I will not subtly call down the news that I found.
You all hear, Alison is dead!
And then back down.
What?
With that horn, I'm gonna bring the horn.
You get down there. Graziella looks like she's about to scream, but it seems as though no one on the other ship has noticed what's going on yet.
Which way did they go?
Into water.
That way?
Yeah,
Lead from Lyric.
we saw one, jump overboard, and the other just disappeared. Smoke bomb.
I go
or
to the
smoke bomb.
edge.
Graziella says, to welcome you right now.
No.
We are going to do something. This is obviously them who has done this to us, and now they have killed us. You say it was masked figures. Well, there's only one place they could have come from now, isn't there?
Let's take out lefty and righty first.
Or why don't we get our crew back here and we blow the ship up with the bomb?
Yes.
They kill my crew.
I take it if there are other guards on board, they are probably dead too.
I don't know.
You haven't checked in the lower holds yet?
Ooh. Absolute is looking angry.
I draw my rapier and okay, let's go downstairs and get the bomb.
See, we have to be, I know, absolute. Keep a lid on it. We have to be very quiet if we are going to get this bomb onto that ship and get our people out. Who's going to do what?
I'll get the bomb.
You get the bomb, place it, if you can, on their lowest deck.
I will start getting people from the crew to come back.
Okay,
We will stand watch. Vigil.
I'll go with you. You stand watch in case there are more. Valimar, come with us as well. Or, Valimar, could you throw a distraction? I can be very distracting. Yeah, I am very angry. I can throw an angry distraction. I could start a fight. Maybe not a fight. Maybe yes a fight. Or maybe no. Or maybe yes. Fight can touch someone. If you can keep it far away, I will keep it to the bow. I will fight someone on the bow. Now throw them off and kill them with my bare hands. It will cause a commotion up there, and then we will get our people. But no, we need to quietly get our people over. Perhaps if we can just get our people over without anyone noticing what we're doing, you could tell a story. I don't like that very much. But I will do it because you are my captain.
I have to be.
Alright, let's take a break.
Morris drank too much.
Merwin, come on. As quietly as we can, you and I get our people over to our ship. Valimar, tell a loud tale. Worth, take that guy. Lowest deck. Send it to explode.
Do I have more fuse?
Do you?
Is there gunpowder on the ship?
Can you jerry-rig something?
There's a lot of ways that you can do. You can leave like a little snail trail. You can take some like rope and like that.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So, do I have more gunpowder?
You can
Oh no, there's no gunpowder about the larkspur save for this
Okay.
this sealed keg. You're gonna have to.
Then I
think of some
will
way.
take a little bit of gunpowder and rip a piece of cloth. Make sure I try to jam it all up in the cloth and then tightly twist the cloth.
You do find a bit of twine as well, if you want to do some of that.
And try to make a fuse out of that.
Alright. I'll say you make a decent fuse. It takes you just a couple minutes. Then, you with Cask under arm, and the rest of you make your way back over, except for Absolute who's standing guard, back to the deck of the Limerick. Mirwin and Graziella stealth checks as you attempt to get the many drunken crew members of the Larkspur up.
11.
19 for her. Okay. You guys get a few more. The rest of the gunners, Vista, Brecken, a few deckhands. Man, they're just not seeing you tonight.
That's good for us. You have disappointment in your voice.
No, not at all.
That's molto bene for us.
Molto bene. Okay, everyone, back to them. And Valdemar sits down. And he says, "Everyone, come! Now sit down, old Valdemar, and hear a tale." You hear him barely holding it together. Performance check. Oh, not bad.
Oh, I'm not close enough to do anything to help him. Plus, not really thinking about that. I am white knuckling the sword.
Voldemort does his best and begins telling a tale and gaining the attention of most around him who are still have attention to give. Stealth check again as you attempt to get the rest of the oh, nice.
4.
Natural 20 on Graziella. So, that'll cancel out your bad roll.
Alright.
And one by one, sneakily, you begin to get the crew of the Larkspur back to your home ship. Barth, as you get yourself with the keg over there, trying to make your way to their below decks, make a stealth check. What I think it is.
Natural 1.
Nice, buddy.
You are almost to there when you catch your foot. You stumble and dump this thing down the steps into the hold. And a couple of people stand up and notice it, including the wind speaker, who locks eyes with you.
Ooh, say something cool.
You will pay for your treachery.
He says nothing at all.
I go pick up the thing and keep going. I want to grab it and run.
He leaps down. Make a contested athletics check.
$21.
You get there way faster than him.
Hot diggity.
You're already down with the keg in hand by the time he gets down from the aft castle. And you hear him make a loud, strange noise. This, you make your way down to the lower deck before he can even get down there. You are in there, and you make your way through their bunks and through the hold, and down the hold amongst money and all the cargo. You shove this thing up against the wall.
Okay. I light it.
All right. Yeah.
And I run up the stairs.
Yep. Yeah. You've got about 30 seconds.
Man, that's if he doesn't unlight it.
Is he? I see him on my way back up.
You get to the steps, and you meet him face to face.
Erupt.
Oh! Oh! It's an attack roll on your part or a save?
An attack. It says. But maybe it is a save. Hold on. It says a. Oops. Come back here. You unleash the power of Fey Essence, tendrils of energy, and 10 feet around you. Each creature must make a strength saving throw. And it says 11.
Your save is granted by the helm is 15.
Okay, right.
Oh my god. How big is their... What's the range on it?
10 feet.
Okay, 10 feet. Not big enough to hit the keg from where you are.
I thought about that. That's why I ran first.
He fails. So this wave just erupts and throws him back on the stairs.
Well, yeah, I guess I
I'm guessing Absolute hears this, yeah?
Perception check. With advantage.
I didn't look at that first one like an idiot, but it was something, it was 1 something, so it was in the teens. The second one is a 16, which would make me 19.
Yes, you hear this, and you, along with most of the crew on the Larkspur, turn, and you see most of the rest of the crew over there get up, and they hear this, and a panic rushes through the crowd on both sides.
She crosses the gangplank. Absolute does.
You
Just
cross
like,
back over.
instead of white knuckling the sword, she is getting ready. She is like, something is going on now.
What was the damage on that?
I guess 10.
10, okay. So you just blast him back onto the steps, and you rush up. You get up there. You see a panic. You see everybody up there. You have seconds. What do you do?
Oh, crap. They tried to kill us! They attacked us! Everyone back up where the Larkspur now! What's the guy in the Crisis? I know it. Worth knows his name.
Allison.
Allison is dead!
Because I wrote it down because I was having a moment with him.
You see Valdemar get up and shout, "Ah!" He takes one guy by the arm and flings him off overboard and barrels through the rest and begins to head back. What do you guys? What do you do?
Run!
Is there anybody?
I am acting as a gatekeeper.
Are you telling them that the ship's about to blow up?
No, I just said everyone back on the
Oh,
Larkspur.
okay. You said everybody back on the Larkspur. Are you listening to him?
Absolute is acting as a gatekeeper. Our crew, good. The other crew, sword.
Are there anybody left of our crew?
Not on there. You got pretty much everybody back onto the Larkspur, and you see sword is drawn, and on this side as well.
I run.
Is
I book it.
Valdemar like? Are people starting to draw on Valdemar?
I thought.
Valdemar leaps over the gap and rolls onto the Larkspur successfully.
I run.
Is there anybody of ours that is like getting to look to be in trouble on the Limerick?
Yes. There's a deckhand. Someone by the name of Bryn.
Is there someone like descending on him?
Well, I'm still.
Yeah, swords are drawn on both sides now, and you hear the captain. You hear Captain Bellamy. They found us out. Go on, get him, get him.
Is there anybody near
Get
me?
them all! Get the platinum! Get them all!
Dang!
Is there anybody near me? I mean, so there's one deckhand left on the Limerick.
Yes.
Okay. And is there anybody near me still?
I mean, there's a few paces from you, not far. There's a lot of people. A ton. There's a ton. All the crew,
That's
all
everybody.
the deck, left and right, the captain, first mate, everybody.
Absolute walks forward, casts Shield of Faith on that deckhand, and then like pulls him back towards it. And if she can, she's going to kick the plank.
Ooh.
After getting the guy
Okay.
across. If we're taking shots as we go, we're tanking him. But she's cast Shield of Faith on him.
Shield of Faith goes up. This shimmering shield, this field comes up around them as several crossbow bolts fly your way and just erupt off of the field. You guys get back.
Gives him +2 to his AC.
Okay.
Chaos Bolt!
You can't
Fourth
roll.
level!
4th level, alright.
At the captain.
Okay, he's at the head of the table, like 20 feet from you.
Uh, 22?
Wow.
That's a definite hit. What was the? You go ahead and roll 2d8s.
2 and a 6.
Cold damage or poison damage?
Poison!
This shuddering beam of just poisonous energy arcs toward him. Roll additional d4, additional 46 damage, and add it all up for me.
So that's 14 plus the 8, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So 22 poison damage.
Yes.
22 poison damage. You rock the captain with it. And you get back overboard onto the Larkspur just seconds after that, when the wind speaker makes his way up and Absolute kicks the plank and it falls back down into the water. And as the two ships just begin to float a few more inches apart, there's this huge blast that rips apart the bottom of the Limerick, and just people go shuddering everywhere. The wind speaker manages to stay on his feet. And just as you are all turning to try to get back, he will hurl a cone of cold. This immense wave of cold energy at...
Oh, I'm sure that's hitting me.
That's just...
I should have aimed at him instead of the captain. Oh well.
You didn't see him at that point.
Yeah.
He was behind the captain. 60-foot cone. It's pretty much... Because from the whole boat is about 100 feet long. All of you, and a few more, in fact.
Is that dexterity?
A Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I'm okay at that.
I have no strong
Hey,
feelings either
if
way.
you're within 5 feet of me, you get a +4.
Okay, that still makes it an 8.
8.
In that case, I got a 28.
I got
Definitely.
14.
You save. You don't save. You don't save.
Anybody. All PCs within 5 feet of me
Bissa does not save. Brecken saves.
gets +4.
Valdemar does not save. And Graziella also saves. You all suffer. The ones of you who did not save suffer 36 cold damage.
Oh no! That's killing some PCs, some NPCs.
This
Easy peasy.
as the limerick begins to list to its starboard side with this hole taking on huge amounts of water, and the wind speaker now falling down to the side with this final blow that he delivers. And if you saved, you take half.
I don't know if this is over or not. I would like to use Healing Wave.
Oh, you've never used Healing Wave before. Hold on, let's resolve this first.
Okay. Didn't I use it once? I don't remember.
I also have a lot of healing still. I don't have any of the free healing. I just have spell slots of healing.
All right. In all, you see, Ashes, poor Ashes, is frozen pretty solid. You're unable to tell if these people are dead or just frozen. So is Vissa. Valdemar is covered in frost, but on the deck. Most of the rest of the crew, I mean, they all, almost everybody got hit with this and have taken at least half damage.
I still have. Oh.
Those two are down. Vissa and Ashes are the only ones that seem to be frozen, currently solid by this.
Healing wave would be an amazing thing because if they're on death saving throws.
It's only on me.
Oh, well, never mind then. Never mind then.
Healing Wave pushes back
Enemies.
enemies and heals you.
Well, at the very least, metagaming, we have 3 rounds, and as long as we don't get hit again by anything like that, I can save both of them. We have at the very least 3 rounds.
Failed death saves, both Vissa and Ashes failed death saves.
I go over to them and apply healing Tearful Nightshade.
Okay.
You could do that. I'm also.
We're not in initiative or anything here.
Is there any more like crossfire happening?
How
Not-
close are they?
This was, 25 feet or so. There's between the two ships. It's listing heavily to its starboard side now, and it's getting to where you are. They're starting to have trouble seeing the deck across it. It's just the gunwale of the ship rolling up as it
Who are
sinks.
you going for?
Vissa.
Are you going through the ice?
I don't know.
And you rush to this statuesque form and press one of these petals. It melts through the ice, and you see her skin seem to warm and melt this off, and she falls down.
I throw alchemist fire at the other ship.
At the already mostly sunken ship. Okay.
Screw those bastards.
Then I'll do cure wounds on ashes.
All right. You hands up, and
At level 2, which is 2d8 plus 4. It's a lot.
that is a lot.
It's a lot.
Do I need a roll for the tearful nightshade for Vissa?
Yes.
What was it? The D8?
It's a D8.
16 points to ashes.
Okay, very good.
3 for Vissa.
She just barely opens her eyes, and Ashes is like, "Oh, what was that?
You will be flamed.
What was that?
You will need a rest.
I feel like I just got frozen.
You
Did they?
Nearly did.
Why?
What if? How is little one?
She's alive. She'll make it.
Does she need me? And like stomp over.
If you want, but she'll be fine.
Do you like? Are you like turning and then just chucking out the
Absolutely.
fire? Okay, make an ranged attack roll.
I'll kneel down at this.
Okay.
Give that one me.
So yeah, so the big natural 20.
Okay, yeah, you lob it, and you hear a already this sinking ship. There's an explosion of fire, and you see the flames lick up over the edge.
Okay, I want to go over to the edge of the boat and look down to see if that stupid guy is like in the water trying to cling onto our ship.
Make a perception check.
I want to go below decks and see if I can find any hints they might have.
16.
16. Doesn't seem like anyone's down there.
See if I want to see if anything's missing or
Okay, you head
if there's
downstairs.
anyone that was guarding.
Make an investigation check.
I would like to go to the other side of the ship and see if that dude who went down before is still there.
Okay, you go down there. Make a perception check.
I would have cast cure wounds on Vissa.
Okay.
Trying to console her as best I could.
That feels a bit better. What happened?
You were hit by bad magic.
I was drinking 1 second, and then
14.
I was very cold the next second.
It is okay, child. You will be okay.
I'm very cold still. Just shivering.
Come here. Come to me.
Oh.
Come to Mama Bear.
Oh my goodness! You gather small. This is your small form into your huge arms.
Come to me, and I'll just like pick her up and be like, "We are looking for others that are hurt too now."
All right.
Taking her along.
Okay, all right, okay.
You will be fine.
Okay.
I rolled an 18
Make
on
an investigation check. Nothing else seems to be missing. There's another dead crew member. It is a deckhand. One by the name of Billy.
Oh, not Billy.
A younger human man. Same type of wounds, very quickly and efficiently dispatched.
I wanted to like have Worth be super suspicious and stay behind, but he rolled that natural 1 when he was insights. And like, well, I guess Worth is just gonna have a party and drink.
Hey, James. Super good stuff.
Yeah, good job.
Like that is
Yeah, that's impressive.
you are beyond. That is a decision that puts you beyond like not even new or amateur
Most
role playing.
players.
That is starting to get into like the real tasty stuff.
Yeah.
And heckin' good job.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Wow. Okay.
Is the ship sinking? Is the ship gonna sink? Are they gonna die?
It looks like it's very much sinking. Graziella has returned to the helm along with Clara and Nikolai and Tristana, and is getting the ship underway. They're in the sails, getting it unfurled, and are leaving as people drown.
Where this Hefkin to go to the ballista and shoot at them. Please content to watch the ship burn.
Is there anyone else that's like real bad, like death's door bad?
Yeah, there's a couple of deckhands. Let's see. Who else?
I have one.
Like-
I have one more. How's
Graziella looks pretty bad, but she got up and went off anyways. There's another. Let's see who.
I mean, then yeah, the next one would be Graziella. Chain of command.
Yep, she's up on the aft castle near the wheel, getting things going.
Graziella, how are you?
I'm just fine.
Okay, look at her.
She looks poor. She's bent. There are patches of frozen skin.
I have one more. Yeah, I'll give it to her.
Thank you, Sharif. We are leaving.
15.
We are leaving that behind. Bastards. They will all die in the frozen water tonight.
It was shame. It was shame that they tried that.
It's a shame we didn't get to kill them all individually.
I think that we did the best we could have done. There were so many of them. Stupid cowards. How dare they come on my ship and this? This is my fault. I trusted. And now it seems dead because of it.
Kristen.
We should do a search of the ship in case any the people who came over here were still here.
See, of course we should. The Larkspur is now underway. Behind the Limerick is just beginning to sink beneath the surface. And go ahead and make investigation checks as you roll around the ship a bit.
Absolute would have put Vissa down after she feels like she's tended to.
Okay, you take some of the sick people, some of the more injured, down to their bunks.
White knuckling the sword near on losing it, like looking for anyone that she does not recognize. It's not great. It's an 8.
Okay.
17.
Also an 8.
Mirwin, out one of the port windows you see a shape. And it's when you look at it, it draws back.
I call to whoever is closest and tell them, and then I run up to Graziella and...
You guys run up, both of you are aware of this as she calls out.
I run over to the port side. I run up and over to the port side of the ship and look down. With my weapon drawn, ready in action to kill whoever I see.
Perception check.
I mean, I'm behind.
Nah. Oh nope. That's a natural 1.
You don't see anybody.
It's not great. It's a 6, so that'd be 9. I'm not even going with perception checks.
Where are you all positioned exactly?
Where near one directed at us? Where this is the thing on the port window.
Yeah, wherever that was.
Okay.
Right
So now that you are away from that, it's they just.
Yeah, come here for us, Nick.
So you were below decks and saw something in this area. So you would have called and said, saw something. So you guys are kind of looking over here. Where you see nothing. And you didn't. What was your roll again?
It was 9.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh my god. Okay, Mirwin, here is what you see. To your left,
Alerting.
To your left, you see this insanely acrobatic figure just like spider up the last few feet and is suddenly on the aft castle, knives drawn, heading for Graziella.
I scream at Graziella.
I shoot my bow at him.
You
Well,
don't-
I mean, if she screamed, did I?
Okay, she yells. Did you yell and point him out?
Yes. Look behind you!
I barrel towards Graziella to attack.
Graziella turns, sees him. But
I hope that the healing I did was enough.
he has the drop. And you see the same, it's a masked figure in a completely blank, black mask. It just looks like eyes in the dark. with a dagger just. But he misses Graziella. Just this dagger, and he leaps. But she gets a hand up and tosses him over the aft castle and down onto. Give me a bandit mini.
What's that?
Bandit mini.
There's one already there.
Oh, there's-
that was Valdemar. Yeah, here's that's a bandit.
He gets tossed down
We have
right
bandit
there.
minis now?
One was for Veterus,
You all see him there.
but yeah, they were technically.
He doesn't have the crossbow, but he's got two daggers out. This figure in all black
Oh,
armor.
we should switch Valdemar.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Dust
too, because he's
for
got a
bow.
knife.
And he is faced with you there. Roll initiative.
Hey, this combat sponsored by I used all of my spell slots and healing in outside of combat, so I'm going in with nothing.
Yeah, I'm kind of low on health.
Alright, 25 to 20.
21, sexy.
Royth, you go first. Uh, 20 to 15. Here we go. Valdemar, 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
9.
Okay, and then Absolute. Boris, you're up first.
Chaos Bolt level 3.
Okay.
Ten.
And this is
Of course it
you're
does.
able to summon it, and you send a bolt of fire flying, but he like pirouettes and does this like Spider-Man
Oh.
spin.
Wait a minute. No, that's wrong. Because I forget. I get to add things to make the.
Vas?
Yeah, because remember the helm makes it equal the plus to hit,
Yeah, equals to.
which is not included in this. It
Correct.
doesn't do that. So I rolled a 7. So 7 plus 8 is 15.
15 also does not hit.
Okay then.
Close, but
Or actually, no, it'd be plus 7. So it's anyway, a 14.
okay. Don't forget you have Giants of Chaos. Okay. Next is his turn. He is going to throw something sharp and pointy at you. You hear a. Ooh, that's a 23.
Well, that does indeed hit.
Who?
Worth. And you take 8 piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. I would also like to use. Well, I didn't. Yeah, because. Am I holding my rapier?
Yeah.
Okay then. I would like to have the damage with
This is ranged. that work for ranged?
Oh, does it work?
It's
Oh, the brain has to. Does it?
It
No,
was
that's for defensive duelists. Uncanny dodge is when an attacker you can see that hits you with an attack. You can use your reaction to have the attacker's damage.
Okay.
It does not matter if I have my rapier either. Okay then. Constitution saving throw.
Yes. So you have the initial damage. I'm pretty sure you take the full brunt of the poison damage from the poison dagger.
Roll an 8.
Yeah. No. That does not save. You take.
So what was the first damage?
Oh, I think it was 8.
Okay, so 4.
But the poison damage is 17.
I am down.
You get this dagger straight in the chest, and this poison coursing through you. Warith goes straight down to the deck.
Lovely.
Give me my turn. Give it to me. Give me my turn. Give it to me. Give me my turn. Give it to me.
The next is Mirwin.
How far away is this guy?
That's about.
Is he within 35 feet?
Yeah, it's about 15 feet right here.
Then I'm going to run up to him, and I'm very angry because he, killed people. I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to attack him with my axe. Ew, that was bad. The first one was a 10,
He spins deftly out of the way of your axe.
and the second one was a 16.
That one doesn't hit either. He does a backflip out of the second one.
Rude.
And then. Absolutely, 2.
Valdemar?
No, Valdemar was after you, but he
I
rolled.
gotcha. I would like to rage.
Oh, yeah!
You can rage?
She is a level in Barbarian.
Oh.
Absolute is one level of barbarian, specifically for this.
To get mad when stuff happens.
Absolute loses her gosh dang temper. Rages.
You are like.
Losing the eye of her paladin training, her eyes grow dim, and she charges with reckless. I would like to take 2 strikes at this fool, and because he is being harrowed by Mirwin, I would like to have advantage on these,
Yes,
please.
you had advantage. Rush up with rage.
Hoda. I'm getting my big dice out. They were both 13s.
They don't hit.
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Hold on. Plus 6, 19.
That does both hit, yes.
Oh, that was on my first strike.
Yeah, that hits.
On my second strike. 4 and 5, so no. She still has her shield up. I'd love to say that she drops her shield. She drops her shield.
Yeah, you can throw the shield as like
Her
just a
AC
free action.
goes down by 3, but she doesn't really care. Which means that she'll be using D10s to strike. That's not very much. That's 4 points of damage.
Alright, so you cast your shield off, you take the sword in both hands, you slice through this guy's armor, you slice a band of it, and something comes, clatters to the deck. So it is Valdemar's turn. Or do you have anything else?
I would like to channel Divinity Inspiring Strike. After you deal damage to a creature with your Divine Smite feature, with my Divine Smite. Nope, I can't do that. Yep, because I don't have any. I can't do that. Never mind.
Okay.
I was gonna heal everybody, but I used all my spell slots, so I cannot.
It is Valdemar, who has not been able to retrieve a crossbow, but he does take a hand axe from his belt and hucks it. Oh, that's a hit.
should have given you something before
Man, kill it.
Oh, ouch.
I went and raged.
You guys both see this axe fly out of nowhere and just
What's the
cleave
worst that can happen?
right into this guy's armor. And he's looking a little bit rough. That's Valdemar. It's back to Worth. Make that saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Roll a natural 20.
It's a natural 20.
How did you pop up to us?
Stabilize it.
You pull the dagger out.
Pretty blue dice. You get the dice thrown instead of the dice thrown.
Does that take his turn or not?
Yep, that's
Okay.
it.
You did
Well, that's my health there then.
You were stabilized at 1.
That's what I thought.
Okay, it's his turn. He is going to he's going to produce his short sword and take 3 swipes.
Jeezy Pete.
Up close he can do 3. They're not poisoned, but 2 of them at Absolith. First, that's 9 to hit.
Yes,
Second one, 25 to hit.
that hits. But I'm raging, so I take half damage.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you do. You suffer 12 points of slashing damage.
Is that before it's half?
Before, so 6. And the third attack is at Mirwin. Offhand attack, that's a 27. And you will take 10 slashing damage, so 5. You ragey monster, you.
That kind of cold is bad news.
That's its turn. Mirwin, it's up to you.
I'm gonna stab him in his stupid face. Do I get advantage since I'm flanking?
Yes.
That wasn't that good. Okay, so the first one is a 21 to hit.
Yes.
And 9 damage. And then a 23 to hit.
Yep, hits 2.
And 12 damage.
Ooh.
How much damage total?
So you get 2 big axe swipes.
Are you gonna frenzy?
Yes, I'm going to frenzy too.
Alright, frenzy is you take your bonus action and make another. Go ahead and make another. Your
On next.
Yeah.
On next turn, yes. Okay.
Hopefully he'll be dead by then.
Here's hoping.
It's absolute.
You know the game.
A is a big die.
It is a big die. The big die rolled a natural 15 plus 6 would be 21.
Hit.
And that's a natural 20 on my second hit.
Oh!
I'm rolling d10 for both of these since they're two-handed. So the first damage, hopefully something good. It's an 8 plus 3. So the first damage is going to be 11. And then the second one is double. Which is just a 1. So 5 points.
How do you want to do this?
Raging. Absolith sees the 2 solid strikes from Mirwin, and then using the weakness will another solid rake across, and then a stab through with this long chest, or with this long blade, burying it to the hilt and lifting him up. Looking this fool in the eye as her rage fades, saying, "You attacked us first," into his eyes, just letting him die there.
Oof.
Impressive. Mirwin
Yeah,
stands
that's
back in awe. I want to be just like her when I grow up.
Walking the sword and all over to the edge and just like just kicks him off with her foot. Wipes the blade clean.
Splash into
Ward
water.
says to himself under his breath, I didn't even get to loot the body.
Oh, that is no concern whatsoever, man.
Oh, you are out of initiative.
There was at least 2 of them, Ward says. We should make sure there's not still another one.
I must apologize to you all.
Now he's floating in the water.
This is not how I normally fight. I will be better. Whatever. Proud look, Kylie.
Yeah! Nice work!
Valdemar, you did not do too bad either.
I only got the one swiping.
I'm sorry about your ex, it is now with him.
Oh, that's okay, I have plenty. Absolute bastards.
I'll use another cheerful nightshade on myself.
I will attempt to heal you, but be unable to draw from Reliver's strength.
Yeah, you are just expended your essence energy.
I am
Right now.
100% done.
There you are. You have defeated the nefarious crew of the Limerick. Yeah, you can make investigation checks to search the ship thoroughly. Valdemar as well will go along with you.
Absolutely standing vigil upon the people who are left.
23.
18.
And Valdemar's rolled a 19. So you comb the ship, and you feel very certain that there was only one left. And whatever happened to the other one, it didn't make it back aboard. Marianne is down there as well now. You see her tending to the wounded.
I'm sorry. I've been helping you wounded here.
Sorry, say again.
I've been tending the wounded.
You see Marianne down there.
It will help.
I've been doing up with some things, giving some sustenance and water. Oh yes.
Good golly, Miss Molly, for being all about Mama Bear, she does not have anything in medicine. I will attempt to follow her lead, since I don't think I have a medicine kit of my own.
Yeah, I never call for medicine check. Make a medicine check.
Thanks.
This is my rage dice, which is coming back.
Oh, cool.
Ooh, 18.
All right. You spend time with Marianne, and you manage to patch up and relieve the pain of most people down there. No more lives lost.
Oh, I'm doling out some of that mead as well,
Yeah.
because I did not drink all of that. Just help me to dull pain as well.
Yeah, you do well.
Shots to everybody.
And your crew is shaken, but not broken.
Where's this?
She's on her bunk near you. She's asleep right now.
I won't wake her. It'll be fine.
Well, evening falls. Well, evening has fallen. By then, it's the middle of the night, late night, early morning. You are still tending to the wounded, and what are you guys doing?
Laying down
trying not to die.
Okay. You succeed in not dying.
I'm cleaning my axe. Probably helping do whatever. Helping Marion.
Marion, as well as prepares the two bodies of Alsum and Biddy.
Aren't you off to have a burial at sea from? Come the morrow. Aye. Oh, wicked shame.
And in a couple of hours, dawn rises. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
One thing, because it's ritual and interesting to Absoluth. My character, to me, because it's my character, Absoluth would have retrieved some water, set down a book of Rala Ryle, prayed over the water, and then cleansed your sword with it.
Okay. You wipe your sword clean, the tradition of the lake, and there you are.
That's... Sorry, I was waiting to the end because Absoluth has done a lot of stuff tonight. I just want to take up more time.